cozy additions to showplaces. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, filled with certainty.
At City Light Baptist Church, we are a community of people God has chosen and preserved for Himself, who love, follow, learn from, and worship God together. We are a loving church that brings the loving message of a loving God to a lost world. Visit us online at citylightculpeper.org or give us a call at 540-321-4400. Worship services are held every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. at City Light Baptist Church. Worship with us at 1121 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper.
The same food you love at Sean's table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food. Real good.
That is popped up, playable into center field, chasing back Sanchez in center, and that ball is gone! It is a grand slam for Connor Marinette. Grounded, bouncing ball, fielded by the third baseman. The play is not in time, and the Cavaliers have won the ball game!
This is the Saber Metrics pregame show, live on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
It's home opener style here from Culpeper County High School as the Harrisonburg Turks have come to town to take on the Culpeper Cavaliers in what would be the second win for either team here in this 2024 season. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Culpeper County High School for the Harrisonburg Turks and the Culpeper Cavaliers squaring off in Saturday evening Valley District action here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. My name is Cameron Wayland, signing on for this evening's game. And we welcome you into the Saber Metrics pregame show, where we take a look at the starting lineups and stats for both teams and a look around the Valley League in tonight's action. But before we get started, I'd like to say a brief thank you to our friends at Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue for sponsoring tonight's home opener, quote, home opener. As you know, we've played 2 games here now at CCHS, but we're treating tonight's game as our home opener, as our original home opener was postponed due to travel issues. Anyway, Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue is the sponsor of tonight's game. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Founded in 2013, Sean's offers a delicious selection of meats, sides, served to your liking, from pulled pork sandwiches to brisket tacos, chicken mac bowls, and even salad bowls and catfish. Sean's has a menu created to please all. Do you have an event that needs catering? Don't strike out by choosing anyone other than Sean's Barbecue. Sean's Barbecue is your Grand Slam caterer. The same food you love at Sean's table can be served at yours. To order from Sean's Barbecue, you can call 540-317-5692 and dial 1. You can visit them online at seansbbq.com and click the Order Culpeper button. And more recently, you can download the Sean's Barbecue app on the App Store or Google Play. Join Sean's loyalty program to earn benefits every time you enjoy your favorite local barbecue. Sean's is open for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. And visit Sean's at 602 Sperryville Pike right here in Culpeper. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food. It's that good. Now it's time to take a look at the Harrisonburg Turks starting lineups and stats coming into this evening's game. Leading off for the Turks, playing in right field from Northfield, Ohio, a 5'11", 185-pounder righty junior out of Rider University, number 20, Anthony Pascal. Batting second in center field from Brooklyn DeVille, Maryland, a 5'11", 180-pound lefty lefty-sophomore out of Wake Forest University, number 30, Cam Nelson. In the 3 spot, playing in left field from Raleigh, North Carolina, a 6', 225-pounder righty senior out of Wake Forest University, number 42, Christopher Katz. Cleaning up for the Harrisonburg Turks this evening, playing as the designated hitter from Cross City, Florida, 6', 180-pounder righty senior out of the University of West Georgia, number 33, Luke Hatcher. In the 5 spot, doing the catching from Sleetsbury, New Jersey, a 6'1", 205-pounder righty junior out of James Madison University, go Dukes, number 32, Jack Canizaro. In the 6th spot for the Turks this evening, playing at first base From Vista Villa, Alabama, 5'10", 185-pound lefty sophomore out of Samford University, number 19, Jackson Harris. In the 7th spot, playing at third base for Monroe, New Jersey, a 6'2", 185-pound ready sophomore out of Georgetown, number 13, Brett Waringer. In the 8th spot, playing at shortstop from Johnson City, Tennessee, a 6', 180-pound ready sophomore out of Walters State Community College, number 8, Jack Torbett. And batting ninth, the second baseman from Mooresville, North Carolina, a 5'10", 180-pound lefty-righty junior from Wingate University, number 10, Cameron Harris. Starting on the mound for the Turks this evening from Centerville, Virginia, a 5'11", 198-pound right-handed pitcher, a junior out of James Madison University, again, go Dukes, number 11, Jason Chaifetz. The Turks are led this year by longtime head coach Bob Weiss. He's assisted this season by Joel Bernasette and Matt Majewski. The Harrisonburg Turks come into this evening's game on a 1-4 record. Their last game was a 5-4 loss to Covington at Veterans Memorial Park last night, June 7th. Their only win so far has been a 13-3 win over the Waynesboro Generals at Kate Collins Field this last Thursday, the 6th. In their next 3 games, they will travel to Charlottesville Tom Sox, the Charlottesville Tom Sox, let's word that correctly, tomorrow, June 9th, at Seaville Weekly Field, as what is listed on Point Streak, but I've also heard Cho Airport Field is the name of it as well. Following that, they will go on a 2-game homestand against the Stanton Braves on Tuesday the 11th and host the Tom Sox on Wednesday the 12th. Here are your batting leaders in the batting average column. Cam Nelson leads the Turks with a .667 batting average. In second place with a .500 is Jack Cannizzaro. In third place with a .429 is Anthony Pascal. And rounding in fourth with a .350 batting average on the season for the Turks so far is Jacob Green. There have been no Harrisonburg Turks to hit home runs yet in their 5 games on the season. So if they can do that tonight, they will scratch that surface. In the RBI column, Mike Rinaldi leads with 7 RBIs on this short-lived season so far. Christopher Katz in second with 5, and a 2-way tie in third place with Green with 3 and Matthew Delgado also with 3. The pitching leaders in the win column, the only win has been awarded to Carson Morton so far this season. Again, as the Turks have only won 1 game, that math adds. And we'll see if the Turks can scratch that surface more as well. In the strikeout column, Morton leads with 10. Joseph Valker in second with 7, and a 2-way tie for third place with Chad Harvey and Spencer Bickerstaff. They both have 6 on the season. The lowest ERAs for the Turks are as follows. In first place in a 2-way tie is Lane Duff and Eli Zielinski. They both have a 0 ERA coming into this evening's game, which could mean either they commanded from the mound for a little bit or they haven't actually had action from the mound for a little bit. I didn't do that far of research, so I don't know for sure. Obviously, there's some Turk fans out there that would probably know that. So if you know that, congratulations. I don't, unfortunately. In third place with a 200 ERA is Morton, and in fourth with a 225 is Valker. The Harrisonburg Turks are batting a .250 average coming into this evening's game out of 176 at-bats. 32 runs have scored on 44 hits, 9 doubles, 2 triples, no home runs yet as stated previously, 29 RBIs, 35 walks, and 39 strikeouts recorded in their first 5 games. The Turks pitchers have pitched 44 innings complete, giving up 39 hits, 36 runs, 25 of those 36 runs being earned, 33 walks, 49 strikeouts, and giving a 5.11 ERA. Your starting pitcher for the Turks this evening again is Jason Chaifetz. He's appeared in a game so far this season, and this is his first start as a Turk tonight in this 2024 season. In that game he appeared in, he pitched 2 innings, giving up 5 hits, 5 runs, 2 of those 5 runs being earned, giving up as well 1 walk, no strikeouts, sits with a 0-0 record so far, and has an ERA coming into tonight's game with a 900. We take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. In just a few minutes, we'll return with the Culpeper Cavaliers starting lineups and stats coming at you at the other side of this break. You're tuned in to the Saber Metrics pregame show on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
K&M Lawn, Garden and Arborist Supplies is your home for the perfect outdoor power equipment, mowers, compact tractors, and arborist supplies. We carry many of the major outdoor equipment brands, and we're the largest arborist supply store around. Why choose anyone else when we've been voted best lawn and garden store in the best of Culpeper for 10 years running? Whatever you need, call us at 540-825-8371 or stop in our newer, larger location at 16299 Allied Way in Culpeper. K&M Lawn, Garden and Arborist Supplies. From grass to trees, we aim to please.
Sports, bone, spine, and joint injuries can damage everything from your game to your independence and daily life. At UVA Orthopedics of Culpeper Medical Center, we're committed to caring for your health and wellness needs from the time you walk in the door until the time you walk out. From joint replacements to finger implants, we perform some of the most difficult surgeries in the state. You can come to UVA Health and trust you'll receive the most up-to-date procedures from highly skilled and caring orthopedic specialists. Visit us at 541 Sunset Lane in Culpeper or online at uvahealth.com.
Located in Culpeper, Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency has been committed for over 30 years to providing the best insurance coverage, but also the best service. We try to make picking the right insurance policy easier and less daunting for you by going the extra mile, doing the extra work, and reassuring you that our team of experienced professional agents is here for you every step of the way. To get in touch with one of our dedicated team members, visit MaloneyandWard.com or call 540-825-9121. Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency. Coverage you need. Coverage you can trust. Coverage you can afford.
Sign your child up for the upcoming Culpeper Cavaliers baseball camps. The Culpeper Cavaliers are hosting 2 separate 2-day camps for children, from as young as age 6 to as old as age 17. The Culpeper Cavaliers baseball players and coaches will instruct your child in the series of camps to help improve their game and get insight into how college players play each day during the season. The upcoming Culpeper Cavaliers fielding and hitting camp will be held on Monday, June 17th and Tuesday, June 18th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. The pitching and catching camp will be held on Monday, July 8th and Tuesday, July 9th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. All Culpeper Cavaliers baseball camps are $50 each and will be held at Culpeper County High School's baseball field. Don't miss out. Sign your child up today at culpepercavaliers.org/youth-camps.
Now back to the Saber Metrics pregame show on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
If you just missed it, or if you're just joining us, rather, you missed the Harrisonburg Turks starting lineups and stats coming into this evening's game. And now we'll take a look at the Culpeper Cavaliers starting lineups and stats coming into this June 8th game. Leading off for the Cavaliers here this evening, playing at second base from Blue Springs, Mississippi, a 6-foot, 185-pound lefty-righty sophomore out of the University of South Alabama, number 13, Arrett Johnson. In the 2 spot, playing as the designated hitter, I messed that one up the last time too. Playing as the designated hitter, a Haymarket, Virginia native, 5'10", 185-pound righty sophomore out of Longwood University, number 8, Blagan Pado. In the 3 spot for the Cavaliers this evening, playing at third base from Kinston, North Carolina, a 6'3", 215-pound righty sophomore out of Mount Olive College, number 17, John Howard. In the 4 spot, playing in right field from Zion Crossroads, Virginia, a 6'4", 225-pound righty-lefty senior out of the University of Lynchburg, number 32, Bryce Demery. In the 5 spot for the Cavs, playing in the left field from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, a 5'11", 195-pound lefty spot out of Rice University, number 6, Eric Correa. In the 6th spot, playing at first base from Freehold, New Jersey, a 6'2", 225-pound righty sophomore out of St. John's University, number 44, Zane Teneski. In the 7th spot, playing at shortstop from Poway, California, a 6', 185-pound lefty-righty sophomore out of Arizona State University, number 0, Ryan Crapel. In the 8th spot, doing the catching for the Cavaliers this evening, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, a 6', 205-pound lefty-righty senior out of VMI, number 48, Ryan Peterson. And batting 9th, playing in center field from Marion, Connecticut, a 5'10", 215-pound righty sophomore out of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, number 40, Jackson Rashesky. And the starting pitcher for the Cavaliers this evening, a North Lake, Texas native, 6'5", 230-pound righty junior out of Brown University, number 9, Carter Rasmussen. The Cavaliers are led this year by second-year head coach Brandon Mack. He's assisted by Danny Knobs, Josh Gardner, and Nate Yates in this 2024 campaign. Culpeper Cavaliers are sitting currently with a 1-3 record. They're 2.5 games back from that top spot, and they're currently on a 2-game losing streak. Their last game was a 10-2 loss to the Charlottesville Tom Sox here at CCHS last night. Their first win was an 11-7 win over the Harrisonburg Turks. Actually, not just their first win, but their only win of the season was over the Turks in Harrisonburg this past Sunday the 2nd. Their season opened with a 10-3 loss at Charlottesville on Saturday, June 1st, a week ago. And two games, the home game versus Waynesboro and the away game versus Covington on the 5th and the 6th of this past week were postponed due to weather, and they are currently being rescheduled if they haven't been done so already. The Cavs' next three are as follows. They will travel to Stanton to take on the Braves tomorrow evening. I have it as Saturday, June 8th, but that is incorrect. It's actually Saturday, June 9th, but it's actually Sunday, June 9th. I just forgot to change Saturday to Sunday. They will host the Covington Lumberjacks on Monday in a reschedulement from the original opening day on May 31st. They will now play on Monday the 10th. Then they will travel to Waynesboro to take on the Generals on Tuesday the 11th. Your batting leaders are as follows for the Cavaliers in the batting average category. With a .375 in this season is Gabriel Larry. He is at the top spot of the average column for the Cavs so far this season. In second with a .357 is John Howard. With a .313 and sitting in third place is Rhett Johnson. And in fourth place with a .250 is Ryan Peterson. There have been 2 Cavalier home runs so far this season, and Gabriel Larry and John Howard are the 2 men to have gone yard so far for the Cavaliers this season. They both obviously have 1 home run apiece. John Howard leads in the RBI column with 6 RBIs so far this season. Tyler Schulman and Ryan Krapel are in a 2-way tie for second with 3 RBIs this season. And rounding in fourth with 2 RBIs on the season so far is Zane Teneski. The Cavalier who got the win pitching-wise in the game against the Turks this past Sunday was Tyler Smith. He is so far the only Cavalier to pick up a win so far this season. Brock Eddy leads in the strikeout column with Ryan Krapel. They both have 8 strikeouts so far this season from the mound. And in a 2-way tie for third place is Carter Rasmussen and Benji Tucker with 6 strikeouts on the season. Below on the ERA column, would be Zach Stevens and Tyler Smith. They both have a 0 ERA. Tyler Smith actually has pitched, so that's more of a legitimate stat. I don't believe Zach Stevens has pitched. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe that Stevens has pitched so far this game, or this season, rather. In third place with a 2.84 ERA is Benji Tucker, and in fourth place with a 6.75 ERA is Ryan Krapel. The Cavaliers are batting a 187 average coming into tonight's game with 134 at-bats so far this season. 24 runs have scored off of 25 hits, 5 doubles, no triples yet, 2 home runs, 21 RBIs, 24 walks, and 37 strikeouts. The Cavs pitching staff has pitched 35 innings, giving up 36 hits, 38 runs, 32 of them being earned, 44 walks, 39 strikeouts, and has pitched so far an ERA of 8.23. Your starter for tonight's game for the Cavaliers on the mound is Carter Rasmussen. He has appeared and started in a game this season. He's making his second start tonight. He's pitched so far 3 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them being earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Sits 0-1 so far in the season with a 7.36 ERA. We will take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network and return to you in just a moment with our pregame festivities. But that's on the other half of this break. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
At Brenco Solutions, we take great pride in our excellent workmanship, competitive rates, and the ability to deliver outstanding results. We're a woman-owned Class A general contracting company with a goal to build lasting partnerships with our clients through exceptional service and outstanding quality. With a wide range of services, free estimates, and real-time updates, we strive to offer you the same vision. Call us today at 866-826-3626 to see what it means to be part of the Brenco family.
Since 2004, All Install, your local Generac backup generator dealer, has provided Central Virginia with backup generators and parts at a reasonable price. We offer free, in-home estimates, as well as service for all our customers' generator needs. Install or service your Generac generator with the help of All Install today. Visit allinstallva.com or call 540-923-4592. All Install, dependable in your time of need.
We welcome you back to the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network as the Cavaliers host the Harrisonburg Turks in Saturday evening action. And tonight is the unofficial, official, however you want to call it, quotation marks, home opener for the Cavaliers. And now we will turn it over to public address announcer Billy Mitchell.
University, number 32, Jack Canizaro. Batting 6, playing first base, wearing number 19 from Sanford, Jackson Harris. Batting 7th, the third baseman from Georgetown, number 13, Brett Waringer. And batting 8th, playing shortstop, wearing number 8, Jack Torbett from Walters State. And batting 9th, wearing number 10 and playing second base from Wingate, Cam Harris. On the mound for the Turks tonight from James Madison University, Jason Chaffetz. And the Turks head coach is Mr. Bob Weiss. All right, ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome to the field, led by mascots Gunner and Buttercup, your Culpeper Cavaliers. All right, for tonight's starting lineups, just so everyone knows, not only will we be announcing the Cavaliers starting lineups, but along with them, we will be announcing the Blue Ridge 9U Titans. And when done, as is befitting for most home openers, we will also announce every Cavalier reserve. But first, your starting lineups. Leading off with the Cavaliers and playing second base from South Alabama, number 13, Rhett Johnson. And your second baseman from the Blue Ridge 9U Titans, Carson Salvatore. Batting second for the Cavaliers, the designated hitter from Longwood, number 8, Blagan Pato. Batting third and playing third base from Mount Olive, number 17, John Howard. And the third baseman for the Blue Ridge 9U Titans is Rocco Francioli. Batting cleanup for the Cavaliers and playing right field from Lynchburg, number 32, Bryce Demery. Batting fifth and playing left field from Rice University, number 6, Eric Correa. And your Blue Ridge 9U Titans left fielder is Logan Sisk. Batting sixth for the Cavaliers and playing first base, wearing number 44 from St. John, Zane Toneski. And playing first base for the Blue Ridge 9U Titans is Braden St. John. Batting seventh for the Cavaliers and wearing number 0 from Arizona State, your shortstop, Ryan Crapel. And your Blue Ridge Titans shortstop is Eli Williams. Batting eighth and catching tonight for the Cavaliers from BMI, number 48, Ryan Peterson. And your catcher for the Blue Ridge Titans and also the Cavalier bat boy, Jackson Sink. And batting ninth and playing center field, wearing number 40 from the University of North Carolina, Jackson Ruszewski. And your Blue Ridge Titans 9U center fielder is Shepard Newton. On the mound for the Cavaliers tonight, from Brown University, number 9, Carter Rasmussen. And your Blue Ridge Titans pitcher is Micah Gallardi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our home opener number 2, we're going to meet the rest of the Cavaliers. Number 7 from Toledo, Nathan Leininger. Number 11 from South Alabama, Zach Stevens. Number 19 from Lynchburg, Tyler Coltrider. Number 22 from Harvard, Will Burns. Number 33 from Christopher Newport University, Jackson Gimbel. Number 35 from Arizona State, Brock Eddy. Number 37 from the University of Maryland, Brady Peck. Number 38 from Auburn, Tyler Smith. Number 45 from William and Mary, Connor Kolarov. Number 50, sang the national anthem last night from Mercer, Benji Tucker. Number 41 from Rutgers, Caden Christman. Number 31 from Harvard, Tyler Showman. From Arizona State, number 4, Bennett Ryman. From South Alabama, number 23, Ryan Story. From Mississippi State, wearing number 24, Gabriel Larry. Wearing number 55 from Ohio State, Luke Harlow. And from George Washington, Sean Sousa. The Cavaliers are coached by head coach Brandon Mack, assistant coach Nate Yates, Josh Gardner, Danny Knobs, and AJ Stead.
And now, fans, we will take a pause for the national anthem.
Hey, Cavaliers fans, and now I'm honored to introduce our national anthem singer, Katrina Ford. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, Katrina.
So, fans, we will be set and ready to play ball in just a couple of moments. But while we have a brief moment, we will take a look around the Valley League, presented by LD&B Insurance and Financial Services, Centerra, and Southern Kitchen in Newmarket. North Division action going on right now. The Woodstock River Bandits and the Winchester Royals are squaring off at Jim Barnett Park. I currently don't have the schedules pulled up just yet. Hopefully it'll pull up. In fact, Winchester's defeating Woodstock so far right now 13-0. It's the bottom of the fifth from Jim Barnett Park. 13-0 in the bottom of the 5th. The Front Royal Cardinals are taking on the Purcellville Cannons at Fireman's Field. First pitch is set for 7 p.m. The Newmarket Rebels are versing the Strasburg Express from First Bank Park. First pitch is set for 7 p.m. The Stanton Braves are taking on the Covington Lumberjacks at Casey Field. First pitch is set for 7 p.m. And the Charlottesville Tom Sox are at the Waynesboro Generals tonight at Kate Collins Field. First pitch is set for 7 p.m. And, of course, the Harrisonburg Turks are taking on the Culpeper Cavaliers from Culpeper County High School here at 7 p.m. We will take a brief sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network and return to you on the other half of this break. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpeperbattlefieldtours.com.
We may be in the barbecue business, but our joy and commitment is in serving people and the community. Sean's Barbecue is committed to impacting lives, from our ambassadors to the guests that visit our restaurants every day. We would like for all of our ambassadors to invest time and energy in making the businesses thrive by creating a positive atmosphere, engaging with one another, and connecting with our guests. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food, real good.
This is Culpeper Cavaliers baseball.
That's lined down high and far. Chasing back the left fielder. He leaps, and it's gone. That is lined down into left center. It's going high. It's going far. Kiss it goodbye. The 2-run shot.
You're tuned in on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
That is grounded into right. It's an RBI double. Grounded, bouncing ball. The play is not in time, and the Cavaliers have won the ball game.
Now, it's time for baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
First pitch is thrown out by Carter Rasmussen, and it is in there for strike 1 to Anthony Pascal. He will find an 0-1 count to start things off here. Rasmussen deals. That's a high fly ball in left field. Chasing back the left fielder Correa, and that ball is robbed of a home run. How about that? Of course, I didn't start my replay, so that is not going to be a part of the replay here so far, but Eric Correa coming up in his first game as a Cavalier here at CCHS and starting out big with a robbery. So Pascal goes down on an F07 for the first out, and Cam Nelson will come up. First pitch comes into him, and that will miss for ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count to start things off here for the center fielder Nelson in his first plate appearance here at CCHS tonight. Following Nelson will be Christopher Katz as the third due up. In the meantime, Nelson finds strike 1 go by as he will watch it. It's now an even count at 1-1. I forgot to say during the pregame show, just because of all of my brain power was going towards, I need to be done by this time so we can get everything in the pregame festivities on tape. But I will say the stats that I read about players are updated as of May 15th. So I will say if there are some stats to the parents out there, to the families out there who are wondering if there's missing stats and this isn't updated, that's only because I did this probably 2 weeks before the season started because I wanted to get ahead as Cam Nelson will take the 90-foot walk of fame off of a 3-1. But I was informed that that was an issue, and I do apologize for that. But like I said, I was trying to be ahead of the game here and trying to get my stuff together, and I knew I was going to miss something for some people. In fact, Brock Bollinger and Connor Marinac, who are going to be coming up to the Cavaliers soon, they actually just finished their season in the D3 National Championship. The Misericordia Cougars are the D3 National Champions in baseball, and that's certainly going to have to be added. So my apologies if I didn't have everything that you wanted to hear, but I will say for a fact that I didn't do that intentionally. I was just trying to get ahead, and I was going to update it again. I just wanted to have something to read in a good amount of time, as the count is 2-0 to Chris Katz, and Nelson will get on second via the SB. Or not SB. Nope, I'm right. I was thinking CS because I kept on writing that last night, and I was confusing myself. But it's all fun and games, as we say here, or at least I like to say here at CCHS. 2-0 comes in, and that's tipped back to the backstop, and we'll do it again with a 2-ball, 1-strike count to the left fielder, Culpeper Katz. It'll be Luke Hatcher, the DH following Katz if necessary. More than likely will be. Rasmussen receives his sign from Ryan Peterson behind the dish. Pitch comes in, and that one's missed for ball 3. Now a 3-ball and 1-strike count coming to the left fielder. So Rasmussen is trying to command here early on in this game. He got a little sigh of relief from his help out in left field in the form of Eric Correa with a robbery of the home run in left field. However, Cam Nelson now stands on second. That's a wave and a miss. Got him swinging, and it's going to be strike 2. So just like that, the Cavs have the Turks' third batter, Katz, in a full count pickle here. They do have a man on second, so that's possibly scoring position if the ball is hit well enough. Peterson behind the dish gives Rasmussen his sign. Rasmussen looks back to second, and he will deal the payoff. Pitch comes in, and it's going to be fouled towards the Cavs' dugout, and we'll do it again at the payoff. Rhett Johnson is the man that was playing close to second. He was probably within 6 or 5 feet of the bag. I would say so was the runner Nelson. Again, Carter Rasmussen is your man on the mound for the Cavaliers to start this game, making his second start as a Cavalier in this 2024 season. He's one of the 9 returners coming to the Cavs in this year. And another one of the returners is behind the dish with him. And here comes the payoff part 2. That's in there for strike 3 looking, and it's a backwards K on the behalf of Chris Katz. He will go down looking as that's out number 2, and that brings up the DH, Luke Hatcher. That was a great time by the pitcher Rasmussen getting that strikeout to go as he started to give a little bit of life to the batter Katz. And that is indeed a great time to hit the save replay button. So the Turks now have Luke Hatcher coming up to the dish now. He's got an 0-1 count to start things off. Rasmussen sets, got a man on second, nobody home to make the play. Johnson's tracing in a little bit, but he will stop. Here comes the 0-1 pitch that is inside of Hatcher's right-handed batter's box. It's going to be an even count now at a ball and a strike for the DH. As of May 15th this year, Carter Rasmussen pitched 20 innings, giving up 32 hits, 28 runs, 24 of them being earned, 12 walks, 22 strikeouts, had an 0-2 record this season, and that's a strike in there looking now, a 1-2 on the behalf of Luke Hatcher. Rasmussen also had a 10.80 ERA, again, as of May 15th. That could have changed since. So again, that is all of my stat pages have asterisks next to them just because they're incomplete. As that is fielded by the Cavaliers shortstop Ryan Crapel. It's an FO6 by Hatcher.
All right, ladies
and that is the end of the first inning for the Turks. The Cavaliers hold the Turks off as they allow 1 on. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. As we've played through half an inning, your score stands Harrisonburg 0, Cavs coming up to bat. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavalier Baseball.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
Path Recreation and Fitness Center offers multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all your recreation and fitness needs. Stop by 19002 Crossroad Parkway for a tour and see how the center can serve you. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation.
Introducing the new Sean Smokehouse Barbecue app. Ordering your favorite mouth-watering smoked meats and homemade sides has never been easier. Satisfy your cravings and earn rewards with every bite. With the help of our loyalty program, catering for your next event is a breeze. Download the new Sean Smokehouse Barbecue app and order today. Available on the App Store and Google Play. So early on in the ball game, Carter Rasmussen is commanding from the mound, giving up no runs, no hits, and no errors on the behalf of the Turks in the top half of the first. They did get one runner on, but he was stranded at second. That was actually Cam Nelson, the center fielder. And the Cavaliers will start off with Johnson, Pato, and Howard in this bottom half of the first. The second baseman, DH, and third baseman will come up to the dish. And again, I will try to say as much as I can. The stats that I will be reading tonight and probably every night until whenever I get enough of a break for 3 hours to redo my stat sheets. The stats that I read of the Cavaliers players before they got here to Culpeper are as of May 15th at this time, just because I didn't have that stat sheet as Rhett Johnson singles into center field, and just like that, the Cavs get a hit early on the Harrisonburg Turks. It's a single for the second baseman, Rhett Johnson, and the Cavaliers will now bring up Lagan Pato. So early hot bats for the Cavaliers would be nice, as they're looking for their first home win of the season, and now 3 games at home. They're looking for that home win here, as that is grounded to short. The flip to second is in time. Is the flip to first going to be in time? Doesn't look it. That, in fact, holds true. So it's going to be a fielder's choice, as the play went from Torbett to the second baseman, Harris, and over to, or Cameron Harris, rather, to the first baseman, Jackson Harris. But that play was not in time, as Pago gets on via the sacrifice. And Johnson is caught on the 6-4 fielder's choice for the first out. So good containment there by the Turks defense, as they are looking to keep the Cavaliers scoreless, as the third baseman, John Howard, comes up to the dish, and not quite exactly sure. I was looking away, so I didn't see exactly what happened. I saw the ball leave the field, and I heard from Andrew that there was a nice catch on the outside. I got you. So the ball went to the dirt and bounced over the fence. And a good catch by one of the Blue Ridge team players. In the meantime, Pato will steal, so he'll get on second with an SB. Count is 1-2 with 2 outs. Or my apologies, 2-0 with 2 outs. No, my apologies, 1 out. Don't know where I got that from. As that's lined in left, and that ball is gone! John Howard with the 2-run shot in the left field, and the Cavaliers are in the lead for the first time here tonight. It's a 2-0 ball game in the favor of the hometown Cavs. John Howard with the power into left field, and that calls up the right fielder, Bryce Demery, who is making his first appearance here at CCHS on the field. I got to get used to coming over and clicking the replay button when I want to show replays, as I usually have a second screen to do it for me, but unfortunately trying some new things out and hoping that the internet will cooperate with us tonight. To all of our Cavaliers fans last night, my apologies for the internet issues we had, as Demery goes down 0-2 in the count off of 2 swinging strikeouts. My apologies if I'm being quiet. I'm trying to tally my book up here. As that is grounded, going to be fielded by the third baseman. The flip to first is in time, it appears. That, in fact, holds true. So the Turks will get a play from Waringer to Jackson Harris. The 5-3 will get Demery to go down.
Number 6.
As that's out number 2.
Eric Correa.
As Eric Correa, the left fielder, will come up to the dish for the Cavaliers now, also making his first appearance at CCHS this season. In fact, want to go with his first appearance ever, according to Andrew, the point streak scorekeeper, as it appears he doesn't have any stats so far this season. So welcome, Eric. Glad to have you a part of the Cavs organization as you face a 2-0. Going back to Demery, he's a Zion Crossroads, Virginia native, stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, 225 pounds, righty-lefty senior out of the University of Lynchburg. As Correa fouls that one away on the third base side, well out of play, and that's a free lollipop for a youngster that's running over that way. In the meantime, Correa, a Fort Lauderdale, Florida native, 5'11", 195-pound lefty sophomore out of Rice University. So he's a fellow lefty batter, but I threw right. As that strike 2 looking now. I just realized why I couldn't hear any of the action on the field, because I didn't press unmute. 2 balls and 2 strikes now coming to Eric Correa. As Chaifetz deals the pitch, that's well outside and downstairs at the end of it. Decent fastball, but just unfortunately for Chaifetz, it's not in the zone. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Here comes the payoff, and that is lined out into center. It's going to be chasing over the center fielder, but it looks to have a made play, and that in fact holds true. It's an FO to Cam Nelson in center field, and that retires the side. So for the Cavaliers in the first, 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and no runners left on base as we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. I'd like to thank our friends at Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue for their sponsorship of tonight's game. This is Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
We may be in the barbecue business, but our joy and commitment is in serving people and the community. Sean's Barbecue is committed to impacting lives, from our ambassadors to the guests that visit our restaurants every day. We would like for all of our ambassadors to invest time and energy in making the businesses thrive by creating a positive atmosphere, engaging with one another, and connecting with our guests. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food, real good.
The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org.
Culpeper Cavaliers fans, at K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arbor Supplies, our mission is to offer you the latest in parts and products at the best prices with unparalleled service. We're happy to assist you in finding the perfect outdoor power equipment, tracking down the parts you've been looking for, or advising you on servicing or repairing your equipment. K&M Lawn and Garden carries many of the major outdoor equipment brands, and we're the largest arborist supply store around. Whatever your need may be, call us at 540-825-8371 or shop in our brand new location at 16299 Allied Way in Culpeper. We're always happy and ready to help. So the Turks will lead things off with their 5th batter, Jack Canizaro, and he's got a 2-0 now coming to him. The 2-0 comes in, and that appears to miss as well for ball 3. Realize that I put my pencil way out of the way. So 3 balls and no strikes on the count of Canizaro. Tonight's catcher for the Turks out of JMU. Got to say go Dukes again. 3-0 comes in and just a little bit low. Had perfect placement across the dish, but again, just a little bit low. So it's going to be a 3-0 90-foot walk of fame for the leadoff batter for the second inning, Jack Canizaro. That'll bring up the first baseman, Jackson Harris. By the way, following Jackson Harris will be Brett Waringer, the third baseman. He's the last due up for the Turks. And just a brief moment, there's one of the Cavs mascots. I'd take a guess at the name, but I'm not exactly sure which one is which. Gunner or Buttercup? Take your guess. As the first pitch comes in the meantime, to Jackson Harris. It's a strike, 0-1 to start things off. Rasmussen sets after looking back at the first. Pickoff attempt at first is not in time. Great awareness play, though, by Rasmussen, who, as stated previously, he is a returner for the Cavaliers in this second season of operation. Pitch comes in, and that's a pop-up in the left field. It's going to be chasing over the Cavs' left fielder, Eric Correa, and he will make that catch. So it's an FO7 on the behalf of Jackson Harris in his first plate appearance. He will go down as Brett Weringer. The third baseman will come up to the dish. If I said first baseman, my apologies. I think I said third baseman, though, but if I said first baseman, I do apologize. I didn't mean that part. So following Weringer, if necessary, will be Jack Torbett in the meantime, the shortstop. First pitch comes in, and it misses for ball one, so it's a 1-0 count to start things off here for the third baseman, Weringer. Weringer is a Monroe, New Jersey native, 6'2", 185-pound righty-righty sophomore out of Georgetown. And I believe it was an errant throw on the pickoff attempt. That, in fact, holds true, so it's going to be an E on the 1 as Canizaro advances to second off of it. Again, if I say things like, I believe so, it's because I was looking down, and I will usually turn to my left and figure out if I was right or wrong. I'm not professional, I'm just here. Let's just call it that. As the pitch comes in, 1-1, that's a strike, now a 1-2 count coming to the batter, Jackson Harris. Or rather, it'll be 1-1. I was looking at the wrong batter. 1-1 comes in. Now it's called strike. So now a 1-2 count to the third baseman, Brett Weringer. Also should be one out on the board. If you're yelling at the screen about the scoreboard, I do apologize. I'm controlling that manually, trying to figure out ways to where I don't have to worry about it. Pitch comes in 1-2, and that's fouled towards the back fence, and we'll do it again with a 1-2. Fans, does your Generac generator need to be serviced or installed? If so, contact the folks at All Install, which is your local Generac backup generator dealer. Since 2004, All Install has provided Central Virginia with backup generators and parts at a reasonable price for the consumer. All Install's free in-home estimates allow their Generac trained and certified technicians to determine each client's individual home standby generator needs. There we go. As that is lined out to the Cavaliers' first baseman for out number 2. Don't wait until the power goes out. Install or service your Generac generator with the help of All Install today. For more information, visit allinstallva.com or call 540-923-4592. All Install, dependable in your time of need. So Zane Teneski comes up with the FO3 off of Brett Weringer for out number 2. And now the Turks will have their shortstop, Jack Torbett, come up to the dish. He's got an 0-1 to start things off. It's the top half of the second here at Culpeper County High School. The Cavaliers lead 2-0 in their quote-quote home opener. That's what we're calling it tonight as we had our pregame festivities. The 0-1 comes in on a beautiful curve. That is a strike 2. See if I can catch that one on replay in time. Not quite sure if I will be able to. Again, the replays were also manual. And that was indeed a beautiful curve by Carter Rasmussen. As the 0-2 converts to ball 1 in the meantime. Now a ball and 2 strikes to the shortstop. Carter Rasmussen, the man on the mound for the Cavaliers, to start things off. He's had an appearance for the Cavaliers so far in this 2024 season. My memory serves me correct, he's pitched 2 innings. As it looked like the batter, Torbett, wanted to take a good hack at that one, and he stopped himself, and that was, in fact, good judgment as that ball was low in the dirt for ball 2. In fact, I do have it written down somewhere. It should be on this sheet. My apologies. He pitched 3 2/3. I knew I got a 2 from somewhere, and that's fouled way back to behind the press box. We'll do it again. I don't know if there's a body of water nearby, but we'll go with it. Got to poke a little fun. For those of you who didn't hear it, Kenny, our music guy, played a water drop sound after the foul ball. And that's a wave and a miss. Got him swinging for strike 3, and that will retire the side as Rasmussen gets a forwards K. That's his second of the night. And that'll do it for the top half of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for the Turks. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, we'll see you on this other half of the break. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
CM Contracting and Consulting provides general contracting and consulting services for commercial, government, and security construction. Our jobs range from small area remodeling to new building construction. When it comes to working with clients, our golden rule takes priority. We simply want to guarantee 100% satisfaction with the work done. Contact CM Contracting and Consulting at cmcontractingconsulting.com for all of your commercial construction, security construction, modular SCIF, and disaster recovery needs.
Third inning and a half of play. Your score stands Culpeper 2, Harrisonburg 0. As the Turks go down with 4 batters in the previous frame. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. As Zane Teneski will come up to the dish to lead things off. It's going to be Teneski, Krapel, and Peterson due up for the Cavaliers in this bottom half of the second, where they lead 2-0. And it's kind of weird to say the Cavs are leading, and I only say that because there haven't been a whole lot of times so far this season at home where they're leading. Teneski finds strike 1 in the meantime to go by. The 0-1 comes in, and he will wave at it. Unfortunately, that ball didn't wave back at him as it's a strike 2. 0-2. Pitch comes in, and that's a grounder, and Chaifetz will miss the field, but it will go to the second baseman. The flip to first is in time. So it is a 4-3 play to get the runner Teneski out, or rather the batter.
And that will bring up the shortstop,
as that is going to be a play from Cameron Harris to Jackson Harris. As the shortstop Ryan Krapel comes up to the dish for the Cavs. If I can quickly go through some of the pages in my book, I can say exactly what he's done, as he will ground that one to short, so not quick enough, unfortunately. That's a 6-3 play to get Krapel down, and that's a, well, again, 6-3 play for out number 2 is where I was trying to go. Play goes from Torbett to Jackson Harris, as Ryan Peterson, the catcher, will now come up to the dish for the Cavs. I've got it written down somewhere about the returners for the Cavaliers, but I can't remember where I wrote that. I don't think I'm going to find it in any form of time. As the first pitch comes into Peterson, it's missed for ball 1. It's a 1-0 count to start things off here for the catcher out of VMI. One-0 comes in, and sounds like it misses as I'm looking away. 4-2. Now a 2-0 count coming to the catcher, Peterson. I just realized exactly where I can figure out. And now 3-0 in the meantime. So the Cavs have Jay Gagne, Jackson Gimbel, Tyler Kaltrider, Nathan Leiniger, Connor Marinack, Ryan Peterson, Carter Rasmussen, and Jackson Rashevsky. In as well, Zach Smith, my apologies. In the meantime, the 3-0 converts to a 3-1. Those are the 9 returners that have returned to the Cavaliers for this 2024 season, as Peterson now goes from a 3-0 to a full count. So good commanding there by Jason Chaifetz. to give Peterson some hope just to take it back away to fill the count. Chaffetz sets. Pitch comes in on a payoff. That's grounded towards second. The flip to first looks to be in time well away. That, in fact, holds true, and it's a play from Cam Harris to Jackson Harris for the out. And that'll do it for the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. As Peterson goes down on the 4-3. And we'll take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, with the Cavaliers taking Jackson Rashevsky, Rhett Johnson, and Blagan Pato in the bottom half of the third. In the meantime, you're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Our location at Bragg's Corner Properties lends itself to a superior visibility at the Route 29 bypass interchange. Bragg's Corner is ready to help make your business transition into this ever-expanding commercial area. Enjoy the freedom to start, grow, or expand your business today. For questions or to open your lease, visit Bragg's Corner Properties online at braggscorner.com. That's BRAGGS corner.com. Bragg's Corner Properties, where business meets success.
Summer is here, and now is the best time to get your air conditioner serviced or a new one installed by the professionals at Workman Mechanical. With personalized service, Workman Mechanical makes sure that customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Need us in the off-season? We service all major brand heating systems, electrical and plumbing systems as well. For your next electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and indoor air quality system servicing, contact Workman Mechanical by phone at 540-727-9555 or online at workmanmechanical.com.
Before we return back to play here at Culpeper County High School, we'll take a brief 10-second pause to hear a word from our stations. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
You're tuned into Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
So the Turks will lead off with their 9-1-2 batters, rather two up. Cameron Harris, Anthony Pascal, and Cam Nelson. In the meantime, Harris will face ball one. It's a 1-0 count to start things off here for the batter, Cameron Harris. 1-0 comes in. That one will miss for ball two. Now a 2-ball and no strike count. And if the scoreboard on your screen doesn't reset after each half inning or inning, like I said before, unless you are just joining us recently, the scoreboard is controlled manually by yours truly. So if there are any errors on that or any mistakes, just bear with me. I'll figure it out eventually. Not that I'm new to the software. It's just a software for $25 a year. It's good for the price, but it kind of sucks everywhere else. As we've now got a 3-ball, 1-strike count coming to the second baseman, Cameron Harris. Rasmussen still on the mound for the Cavaliers. He will set, got a 3-1 coming. Pitch comes in, and that one looks pretty, and in fact is true for strike two. And so what was done to Ryan Peterson in the bottom half of the last inning, Carter Rasmussen has done to Cameron Harris, going from 3-0 to 3-2. Payoff comes in, and that's missed for ball four. So Carter Rasmussen will walk the first batter of the third for the Turks. Cam Harris gets on via the 90-foot Walk of Fame, and that calls up the original leadoff batter, Anthony Pascal, the right fielder. To all the Yankees or Dodgers fans, pull another screen out because the Dodgers and the Yankees are about to start here soon. If it hasn't started already, that is, because that notification came in 12 minutes ago. 0-1 in the meantime. Anthony Pascal comes up for his second plate appearance. His first time around, he flew out to the left fielder, Eric Correa. As the 0-1 comes in, that one is low and away for ball one. So according to my record, Pascal has found his first ball to go by. Now an even count at 1-1. The righty Pascal faces the righty Rasmussen. The 1-1 comes in, and that's a high fly ball in direction of left, chasing back Eric Correa in left field. He looks to have it, and he will now be chased up, and he'll make that catch. So it's going to be an FO7 for the second straight time for Pascal as he gets the first out recorded of the inning for the Turks. As the center fielder Cam Nelson comes up to the dish. His last time around, he walked on a 3-1 and then stole a second, and he was stranded soon after. If you're just joining us, it's a 2-0 ball game in the favor of the homestanding Cavaliers here from CCHS. That's grounded to short. Take it on a hop. Play at second is in time. Play at first is not in time. So it's going to be a fielder's choice as Nelson gets on. It's going to get the runner Harris out at second.
And with 2 down, that'll bring up your left.
As that'll bring up the left fielder, Christopher Katz.
42, Chris Katz.
So there will be a runner still on first. However, now it will just be Cam Nelson, the center fielder, off the fielder's choice. Rasmussen sets. He's going to deal the second time to Chris Katz. And that's missed for ball 1. 1-0 is the count as Nelson steals in the meantime, and he will get there safely on a stolen base. And now the Cavs have to watch a little bit harder as they have a runner possibly in scoring position. There we go. 3 times clearing first base on your screen. Now 4 times clearing. There it goes as the play is missed by short. And Turks coach Bob Wees will hold Nelson at third. As the Cavs shortstop Crapel was just barely in the outfield grass when he came up with that ball. So I'm going to rule that a single on his behalf, and the error only came after the fact. So Katz gets a single, and if my memory serves me correct, that is the first hit of the game for the Turks. That, in fact, looks to hold true. So Katz is on first, and Nelson's now on third, and I see where that first base still didn't clear, but now it doesn't need to be cleared. As in the meantime, Luke Hatchery, the designated hitter, comes in, and he will find ball 1 to go by. Apparently, I didn't reset the count either, so it's a 1-0 count to Hatcher. Runners on first and third with the Cavs leading 2-0. They need one more out to get out of this inning. As Rasmussen commanding, 1-0 comes in, and that's just a little bit high for ball 2. So the DH, Luke Hatcher, in his first go-around, flew out to Crapel at shortstop. I want to say Crapel in the first game on Tuesday played at first, he played at second, I want to say, because John Howard played at first. 2-0 comes in, that misses downstairs this time for ball 3, and now a 3-ball and no strike count coming to the DH. And this is one thing that Carter Rasmussen does not want to have on his record early on, and that's loaded bags. 3-0 comes in from Rasmussen, and now the bags are loaded with a 3-0 walk. And Luke Hatcher will take the 90-foot walk of fame.
Bring up the catcher.
It's going to be the catcher, Jack Cannizzaro, coming to the dish. And now we will see the first appearance of the night for head coach Brandon Mack. The Culpeper Cavaliers would like to thank the Path Recreation and Fitness Center for their continued support of Cavaliers baseball. Path Recreation and Fitness Center's full 27,000 square foot center houses multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all of your recreation and fitness needs. Stop by their center at 19002 Crossroad Parkway in Culpeper for a tour and see how their center can serve you. Path thanks you for voting them the best recreation center in the Culpeper Times 2024 Best of the Best campaign. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation. So the first pitch in the meantime to Jack Cannizzaro will miss for ball 1 as Brandon Mack leaves the field after a few words of encouragement to the pitcher Rasmussen. Rasmussen sets, pitch comes in, and that one will miss ball 2. And for those of you who were paying attention to the left side of your screen, you would have seen Cam Nelson take a leadoff before Rasmussen got rid of that ball. 2 balls and no strikes to the catcher, Jack Cannizzaro. If necessary, Jackson Harris will follow him. And that's in there for strike 1 on a rather low fastball, but it goes through the strike zone regardless. It's now a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Runners occupy each bag. Rasmussen needs 1 out to get out of this nightmare of an inning, if you want to call it that. He sets. Here comes the 2-1. And that's going to be into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Weasel bring one to round home, and it's now a tie ball game as Nelson and Katz score. It's a 2-run RBI single on the behalf of Jack Canizaro, and just like that, the Turks have tied this game up. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Number 19, Jackson Harris.
Jackson Harris, the first baseman, comes up. He flew out to Correa in left field. His first go-around in the previous inning. Now with a tie ball game, he comes up. Rasmussen looks back to second. Nobody home to make the play. First pitch comes in of the at-bat, and that will miss low and away for ball one. I promised I cleared that ball count. That's another thing for those who didn't tune in last night. Every time I'll try and clear the count, the buttons say, nah, I'm good. The 1-0 is the count. Rasmussen looks back to second. Nobody home to make the play. 1-0 comes in, and that is fouled on the third base side, out of play. And that's an even count at a ball and a strike. Jackson Harris has been hitting .273 coming into this evening's game. And the 1-1 comes in. That'll miss for ball two. Now a 2-ball and 1-strike count. I'd like to thank Game Live for not working again tonight. Not exactly sure what's going on, but it has not been working at all this season. So we're going to do it the hard way and pull up the whole stat sheet. Rasmussen looks back to second. Nobody home to make the play. The 2-1 is set. Here comes the pitch. That is grounded foul and just about stays in the ballpark. We'll do it again on a 2-2 on that go-around. With 11 at-bats this season, Harris has scored a run on 3 hits. He hit a double as well so far this season, has contributed to 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and has struck out twice. Again, he's hitting .273 so far this season. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs down in this top half of the third. The Cavs and the Turks are now tied at 2 as the 2-2 is blown away for ball 3. And just like that, we have another full count. This time coming to Jackson Harris. In fact, that's the second of the inning. The first one coming to the original leadoff batter, Cameron Harris. And Rasmussen will step off and fake the throw. There is not a balk call, so no balk on the play. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's something that I really still haven't learned exactly what is called, or what happens when you call a balk. Obviously, I know that it's something with the pitcher and movement, but I don't know what defines that movement. And that is straight up chasing Peterson, but it's just going to be outside. And you can just about see the Cavaliers players sitting on the first bench. One of the fans said, "Come on, boys, you got to have that call." Payoff is still on the board for Rasmussen. Jackson Harris keeping his money's worth, or getting his money's worth, keeping his at-bat alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs down in this top half of the third. It's a tie ball game between the Cavs and the Turks now. As the Cavs had the early 2-0 lead that they got in the first inning, the Turks have tied it in this inning. And now the batter, Harris, Jackson Harris, because I need to decipher between the two. He steps out just to step back in the left-hand batter's box as Rasmussen receives a sign from Peterson. He will sit on the mound, look back to second. Nobody quite home to make the play. Crapel chasing over, then back. That's tipped and fouled at the dish, and we'll do it again. A reminder that the Cavaliers will host the Covington Lumberjacks this coming Monday, June 10th. With first pitch set for 7 p.m., it's a makeup from the original home opener on May 31st. So we hope you can tune in online. If you can't be here, which you should always strive to be here first before you tune online. Rasmussen looks back. Here comes payoff number probably 100, and that's grounded down the first baseline on a foul. So make it, let's just say 101 now for simplicity's sake, just to put some emphasis on how long this at-bat has gone for, especially with the count being full. Rasmussen is battling with Jackson Harris. Harris is trying to extend this inning and possibly take the lead, and Rasmussen is trying to just get out of the inning. As he sets, deals payoff number, I don't even know anymore, grounded to first, taken on a hop, and it's going to be Rasmussen tagging for out number 3. So the inning doesn't
All right, ladies
take
and
the
gentlemen,
Turks
this time
down
the
quietly
Cavaliers would like
as
to
they
thank their
tie
many
the ball
sponsors.
game
First, the Perfect Game
with 2
sponsors,
runs on 2 hits.
CM
Excuse me,
Contracting
3
and
hits.
Consulting, Jefferson
There were no
Home Builders,
Cavalier
Peak
errors
Roofing
and 2 runners
Contractors,
left on base.
UVA
We take a sideline here on the
Orthopedics,
Culpeper Cavaliers
Culpeper
Baseball
Medical
Network with
Center,
the tie ball
and
game at
Sean's
2
Barbecue,
runs
who are also
apiece.
supporting
You're
tonight's
tuned in to
game.
Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Also sponsored
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
Located in Culpeper, Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency has been committed for over 30 years to providing the best insurance coverage, but also the best service. We try to make picking the right insurance policy easier and less daunting for you by going the extra mile, doing the extra work, and reassuring you that our team of experienced professional agents is here for you every step of the way. To get in touch with one of our dedicated team members, visit maloneyandward.com or call 540-825-9121. Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency. Coverage you need. Coverage you can trust. Coverage you can afford.
Introducing the new Sean Smokehouse Barbecue app. Ordering your favorite mouth-watering smoked meats and homemade sides has never been easier. Satisfy your cravings and earn rewards with every bite. With the help of our loyalty program, catering for your next event is a breeze. Download the new Sean Smokehouse Barbecue app and order today. Available on the App Store and Google Play.
Thank you to our friends at Sean Smokehouse Barbecue for their support of the Culpeper Cavaliers this season and being the presenting sponsor of tonight's game between the Harrisonburg Turks and your Culpeper Cavaliers. Whether you want to order in-store, online, or through the app, Sean's has a flexible way of ordering, and in fact, you can order your favorite meats, sides, and drinks from almost anywhere. Download the new Sean Smokehouse Barbecue app on the App Store or Google Play today.
Second baseman number 13.
So the
Brett
center fielder, Jackson
Johnson.
Rashevsky, gets hit on the first pitch. He will take a 90-foot walk of fame and claim the HBP. And I don't know why it's taken me 2 years to realize, but I've just now figured out that there's an HBP and a sacrifice marker on my book that I can circle. I've been handwriting it this whole time. I guess I'm just dumb enough to not pay attention. As we go from Rashevsky to Rhett Johnson, in the meantime, Johnson will face a 1-0 on the next pitch as the first pitch goes by. It's going to be Jason Chaifetz still on the mound for the Turks. He looks back to first and deals the 1-0. That's in there for strike one. Now an even count. As I fling my pencil, it's a ball and a strike. Throw back to first for the pickoff attempt is not in time. If you're just joining us, you've missed an exciting first and third inning, respectively, for the Cavs and the Turks. The Cavs scored 2 runs in the first inning, and the Turks scored the tying 2 runs in the top half of this inning, to rephrase my horrible wording from a second ago. So we're sitting in a 2-2 ball game in the bottom half of the third. I guess that button didn't register, as that's flown out to right field. So Rhett Johnson goes down on the FO9 for the first out.
And that'll bring up the designated
That'll bring up the DH,
number
Blagan
8,
Pato,
Blagan
to the dish.
Pato.
Pato is a Haymarket, Virginia native, 5'10", 185-pound righty-righty sophomore out of Longwood. He appeared in that first game the Culpeper Cavaliers played here on Tuesday against the Stanton Braves. Can't quite remember exactly what position he played. I want to say he was DH, but I could be wrong on that part. So don't quote me. That's just my guess for right now until I get a second to look back. 1-0 in the meantime coming to the Cavs. DH tonight, Blagan Pato. As he pops that one up in the direction of left, he's going to be chasing over the shortstop for the Turks. He will make the catch in his own territory. Jack Torbett coming out to make that play. And it's an FO6 for the DH for out number 2.
Cavalier third baseman number 17, John Howard.
So the third baseman, John Howard, comes up to the dish now for the Cavs. He's appeared in every game at CCHS so far this season, playing at first base, there we go, on Tuesday. and then playing at third in yesterday's and tonight's game. He will find strike one in the meantime to go by. It's 0-1 to start things off here for the third baseman, Howard, in plate appearance number 2. He hit that 2-run home run in the first inning to give the Caps the early 2-0 lead, as that's grounded foul and over the third base dugout and out of play. Following Howard, if necessary, will be the right fielder, my apologies. Was looking one man too far down. Bryce Demery, the right fielder, will come up after Howard if necessary in this inning. Pitch comes in, and that's grounded. Is it going to get through? It just about will slip through for the base hit. So John Howard gets on base, and just like that, the Cavs have runners now on first and second with 2 outs down. So John Howard keeps his hitting streak alive. He is now 2 for 2 on the night. It's Jackson Rashevsky is 90 feet in front of him on second. The right fielder, Bryce Demery, comes up to the dish, and that was an unfortunate miss by Jack Torbett at short as he dove and just about missed that ball. And that's grounded towards first, and that looks to be played by the pitcher. And that'll be, first baseman, my apologies. I guess the first baseman was playing a little bit far up, and I wasn't quite paying attention. So the Cavaliers will go down on a 4-3 play with Demery, and that will do it. No runs, no hits. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on as we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. 3 complete innings played, and your score stands 2-2 between the Turks and the Cavaliers. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes, everything from cozy additions to showplaces. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, filled with certainty.
At Brenco Solutions, we take great pride in our excellent workmanship, competitive rates, and the ability to deliver outstanding results. We're a woman-owned Class A general contracting company with a goal to build lasting partnerships with our clients through exceptional service and outstanding quality. With a wide range of services, free estimates, and real-time updates, we strive to offer you the same vision. Call us today at 866-826-3626 to see what it means to be part of the Brenco family.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpeperbattlefieldtours.com.
Due up for the Turks this inning is Waringer, Torbett, and Harris. As Waringer finds strike 1 to go through, it's 0-1 to start things off here. 0-1 misses for ball 1. Now an even count at 1-1 early on for Waringer. Rasmussen deals the 1-1, and that is low and downstairs. Ball 2 is the call. 2-1 is the count coming to Waringer. Again, the last time around, the Cavs had no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left on. The 3-1 count now coming to Waringer on the next pitch as he finds ball 3 to go by. Rasmussen receiving a sign from Peterson. He will now set with a 3-ball, 1-strike count coming, and that pitch comes in, and that's going away for ball 4. So it's another 90-foot walk of fame given up by Rasmussen. This time it's going to Brett Waringer.
That'll bring up shortstop number 8.
And now he will stay 0 for 1 as he flew out to the first baseman the last time around. In the meantime, Jack Torbett comes up to the dish now for the Turks. He struck out swinging his first time around. So he's looking to get on the board with a hit or something. First pitch comes in the meantime. It's a bunt signal. Rasmussen comes to scoop. Flip to first in time, or rather, made. It is in time, to correct my wording a little bit late. Out number 1 is recorded. In the meantime, Waringer gets to second on the fielder's choice.
That brings up second baseman number 10, Cam Harris.
So 1 out is recorded on Jack Torbett as Cameron Harris, the second baseman, comes up to the dish. He walked his first time around and got caught in a fielder's choice in the the top half, my apologies, of the last inning. I said bottom half because he's at the bottom half of the lineup. First pitch comes in to him, and he will find it to miss downstairs for ball one. 1-0 is the count. Coming to the second baseman. Rasmussen looks back to second. Pitch comes in 1-0, and that one will be fouled away out of play. Now a 1-1 count. Harris coming into the night's game is hitting at a .200 average. Has scored, or rather out of 25 at-bats, has scored 6 runs on 5 hits. No doubles or triples. Has not hit a home run yet. 3 RBIs and has struck out 3 times. Again, that is coming into tonight's game. That doesn't count anything after that. So anything that happened today, which, oh, my apologies, I was going to say he did in fact strike out, but no, that was the batter before. He will now face a 1-2 count, though, as Rasmussen finds his sign from Peterson. He now receives it and sets. Looks back to second. The 1-2 comes in, and that's missed high and away for ball 2. Now a 2-2 even count coming from Rasmussen to the batter, Harris. I will say I am trying to read as many player stats as I can, at least Valley League-wise, just because Game Live has not been working this season, and I tested it out with the Cape Cod, and their Game Live feature also wasn't working, so it's not just a Valley League thing. It's, in fact, a Point Streak-wide thing. So, Point Streak, if you're just by happening to watch this broadcast and you're listening to this idiot ramble on, your Game Live feature's broken. As the 2-2 count comes in, that's fouled away out of play, and we'll do it again with another 2-2. And contrary to what the scoreboard on your screen says, there is 1 out on the board. My apologies. I don't know if I forgot to hit that or I actually did hit the button and it didn't register, but my apologies again. I'm controlling that scoreboard on your screen manually, so if there are errors, please bear with me. I will catch them eventually in some way, shape, or another. And that's another foul ball on the third base side out of play, and this time they're all there. So we'll stay with a 2-2, and there is absolute pandemonium over there on that third base stretch.
Return those foul balls for not only a Tootsie Pop, but a chance at an autographed baseball and a picture with your favorite Cav.
And that's actually a good promo there. Not just a lollipop, but an autographed baseball and a picture with your favorite Cav. How about that? As we'll now fill the count with Rasmussen dealing it to Cam Harris. We're in the top half of the fourth. It's a tie ball game at 2 runs apiece. Cavs need 2 outs to get out of this inning. Rasmussen sets on the mound with a man on second. That'll be Jack Torbett, and that'll get him for strike 3. And Rasmussen picks up another strikeout on the night. Make that number 3 on the night if my eyes serve me correct. So it's a K in the book for Cam Harris as he goes down 0 for 1 now. That brings up the right fielder, Anthony Pascal. Pascal is looking for his first bit of action as he is like to hit that ball out to Eric Correa in left field as he's flown out to Correa in left both times. He will find strike 1 go by on a looker, 0-1. Rasmussen receives his sign from Peterson, got runners on first and second. Just second, my apologies. It's grounded to the pitcher. Play at first is in time. So it's a GO1 on the behalf of Anthony Pascal. He gets out of that stretch with the FO7s, but he can't get that hit to go just yet for the Turks in this top half of the fourth inning. There were no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. As we transition to the bottom half of the fourth, it's still a 2-2 ball game. There we go. Between the Turks and the Cavs. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers baseball.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
Sports, bone, spine, and joint injuries can damage everything from your game to your independence and daily life. At UVA Orthopedics of Culpeper Medical Center, we're committed to caring for your health and wellness needs from the time you walk in the door until the time you walk out. From joint replacements to finger implants, we perform some of the most difficult surgeries in the state. You can come to UVA Health and trust you'll receive the most up-to-date procedures from highly skilled and caring orthopedic specialists. Visit us at 541 Sunset Lane in Culpeper or online at uvahealth.com.
Two up for the Cavs in this fourth inning are Correa, Teneski, and Krapel. As the Turks go down in the fourth, no runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on. It's a 2-2 game between the Turks and the Cavaliers. And coming up in just a moment, we'll have a quick look around the Valley League at the beginning of the next half inning. But in the meantime, it's going to be the left fielder, Eric Correa, coming up to the dish now for the Cavaliers. He is 0 for 1 starting out in tonight's ball game. And he starts his second plate appearance with a swinging strike. Correa flew out to Cam Nelson in center field his first go-around. It was, in fact, on a payoff. That one's through for a looking strike. Now call it 0-2 on the count for the left fielder, Eric Correa. Correa is a native of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, as he finds strike 3 to go through looking, and he'll go down on strikes, and it's the first out of the inning on a backwards K.
That will bring up the first baseman, number 44.
As Zane Teneski, the first baseman, comes up to the dish for the Cavaliers. His first go-around was a 4-3 play on an 0-2 pitch. And he went down for the first out of the second inning. So here comes the pitch from Chaifetz, and that is through 4 strikes, so 0-1 to start things off here for the batter Teneski in plate appearance number 2. And that is grounded fouled towards the Turks dugout. In fact, goes in to the Turks dugout. I don't know if Teneski was trying to tell the Turks something with that, but I'm going to assume that that was just by sheer coincidence. 0-2 is the count. Pitch comes in. That's a high fly ball in right field. It's going to be chasing back the right fielder, and he will make that robbery, it appears. That, in fact, holds true. That was, in fact, a great robbery by the Turks right fielder, Anthony Pascal. And the Cavs now have got it done to them as well. It's an F09. And that was a very close play out by the right field wall. As Ryan Krapel, the shortstop, comes up to the dish for the Cavaliers. He went 6-3 his first go-around. So he's looking for his first bit of statistical action to go his way tonight. Following Krapel, if necessary, will be Ryan Peterson, the catcher. And here comes the 0-1. That one looks beautiful across the plate, but just a little bit too low for ball 1 on the fastball. Another thing I will say after this pitch, 1-1, is grounded foul. Another thing I will say, when I say something is a fastball or a curveball or a whatever ball, you know, I'm just guessing 99% of the time, just because from this angle I really can't tell the difference. If I get it wrong, please don't think I'm stupid. I'm guessing. I promise you. I'm not actually trying to be intentionally stupid. It's a hard angle to tell from up here. If I was closer to the dish, I'd be able to tell a little bit better. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the shortstop, Krapel. Pitch comes in, and that is fouled away behind the press box and out of play. So we'll do it again with a 2-2. Krapel, the shortstop, is one of the ASU players this year. A Poway, California native, 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, lefty-righty sophomore for the Sun Devils. As Chaifetz pitches that one, and it's a cut and a miss, called strike 3. And that retires the side, so the Cavs go down on the 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on in the bottom half of the fourth. As we transition to the fifth inning, your score stands Culpeper 2, Harrisonburg 2. You're tuned in to the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
CM Contracting and Consulting provides general contracting and consulting services for commercial, government, and security construction. Our jobs range from small area remodeling to new building construction. When it comes to working with clients, our golden rule takes priority. We simply want to guarantee 100% satisfaction with the work done. Contact CM Contracting and Consulting at cmcontractingconsulting.com for all of your commercial construction, security construction, modular SCIF, and disaster recovery needs.
Sign your child up for the upcoming Culpeper Cavaliers baseball camps. The Culpeper Cavaliers are hosting 2 separate 2-day camps for children from as young as age 6 to as old as age 17. The Culpeper Cavaliers baseball players and coaches will instruct your child in the series of camps to help improve their game and get insight into how college players play each day during the season. The upcoming Culpeper Cavaliers fielding and hitting camp will be held on Monday, June 17th and Tuesday, June 18th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. The pitching and catching camp will be held on Monday, July 8th and Tuesday, July 9th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. All Culpeper Cavaliers baseball camps are $50 each and will be held at Culpeper County High School's baseball field. Don't miss out. Sign your child up today at culpepercavaliers.org/youth-camps. That was a great advertisement from somebody that I know very well. Sign your child up for the upcoming Culpeper Cavaliers baseball camps that are fast approaching, at least fielding and hitting camp-wise. If your child wants to participate in that camp is coming up next Monday, June 17th, and Tuesday, June 18th. And registration is happening now online at culpepercavaliers.org/youth-camps. And if you have a pitcher or a catcher in your house, the pitching and catching camp will be coming up on Monday, July 8th, and Tuesday, July 9th. Both camps start at 9:30 a.m. and run until 11:30 a.m. and are hosted here at Culpeper County High School. Also, both our registration fees are $50 each. In the meantime, the 1-1 to the leadoff batter for the frame, Cam Nelson, converts to a 2-1. Due up for the Turks will be Nelson, Katz, and Hatcher. Nelson faces a 2-1 as Rasmussen sets on the mound. Pitch comes in, and it looked like it hit him. That, in fact, holds true as he will show that one hit him really well. He will limp that off. I would say take a 90-foot walk of fame, but in fact, it's a 90-foot limp of fame. As he will get on first via the HBP. And let's actually circle the HP in my book, because I didn't know that was a thing, apparently. Again, I don't pay attention to a lot of things in the book. Besides, I need to write this down so I don't forget for when I go back and look at it in the postgame. As the left fielder, Christopher Katz, comes up to the dish. He's 1 for 2 with a single his last go-around in the third inning and struck out looking his first time around in the first inning. A thank you to Sean Smokehouse Barbecue, who are tonight's presenting sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Sean's offers a delicious selection of meats and sides served to your liking, from pulled pork sandwiches to brisket tacos, chicken mac bowls, and even salad bowls and catfish. Sean's has a menu created to please all. Do you have an event that needs catering? Don't strike out for your event, but hit a grand slam by choosing Sean's to cater your event. To order from Sean's Barbecue, call 540-317-5692 and dial 1. Would you rather order online? You can. Go to seansbbq.com and click the Order Culpeper button. Are you scared of the phone or using your computer? Well, Sean's has a new app that you can order from. Any way you order, you can join Sean's loyalty program to earn benefits every time you enjoy your local favorite barbecue. Sean's is open for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Visit Sean's location at 602 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food. It's that good. So it appears that the Turks will call up a pinch hitter for the previous batter. Pinch runner, excuse me. Don't know why I said pinch hitter. Thank you, Andrew, for correcting my words. So Nelson will go back to the dugout to be, I'm assuming, examined. And in fact, there goes trainer Henry Wolf. Couldn't quite tell who got out to first.
Now running for the Turks.
It's going to be number 6 for the Turks. Jacob Green, a St. Petersburg, Florida native, 6 feet 1 inch tall, 188 pounds, a lefty junior out of Seminole State College of Florida, excuse me. So we certainly hope that Cam Nelson is okay and that he won't have to exit the league early. As we have seen here at CCHS before, the Cavaliers did have their own player actually have to exit the league early due to an injury. I won't go too much farther into that, but certainly sending our well wishes over to Cam Nelson of the Turks, who on a speedy recovery. As now the batter will be Chris Katz, the left fielder, facing a 1-0 from Rasmussen. Pitch comes in, and that'll miss him for ball 2. I'm wondering if Nelson had previous injuries that made it or got him to that extent of where he had to come out, because, yes, being hit by a pitch can hurt, but sometimes, or a lot of times, we see players just shake it off and continue. So I'm just wondering if that's an extensive injury. There we go. Words are hard sometimes. An extensive injury that Nelson has had to deal with, or it's something that's come up in the past, has gotten healed, and now that has unfortunately provoked it. Not quite sure, but either way, all assumptions aside, all words like I just said aside, speedy recovery wishes to Cam Nelson, and we hope he will be able to continue in the league. As a 3-0 is going to be dealt to Chris Katz from Rasmussen. Pitch comes in, and that is a perfectly placed pitch across the dish. Looked low to fool the batter, Katz. 4-strike-1, now a 3-ball and 1-strike count coming to the left fielder, Katz. And that is lined out into center. It's going to drop for a base hit. So it is going to be a single on the behalf of Chris Katz. And now standing on second will be Jacob Green.
Luke Hatcher.
So the Cavs are looking to get that first out as they now have their first 2 runners on base with a hit. That is the 4th hit of the game, correct me if I'm wrong, for the Turks. And now Brandon Mack comes out to the mound, and we'll see exactly what happens here. I'd like to thank our friends at Wortman Mechanical for their support of the Culpeper Cavaliers this season. Does your AC need tuning up, or do you need to install an AC unit? If so, call our friends at the Wortman Mechanical LLC, who provides comprehensive electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and indoor air quality services to residential and commercial customers in Culpeper County and the surrounding area. We install anything from air conditioners to water treatment systems and service all major brand heating and cooling systems, electrical and plumbing systems. With personalized service, Wortman Mechanical makes sure that customer satisfaction is guaranteed. For your next electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and indoor air quality system servicing, contact Wortman Mechanical by phone at 540-727-9555 or visit them online for more information at wortmanmechanical.com. That's WORTMAN mechanical.com. So it appears that the Cavs will make a pitching change. Carter Rasmussen is retired after 4 innings of work. And we'll take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers as Tyler Smith is the man that is called up to the dish for the Cavs. Or excuse me, to the mound, rather, for the Cavs. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Our location at Bragg's Corner Properties lends itself to a superior visibility at the Route 29 bypass interchange. Bragg's Corner is ready to help make your business transition into this ever-expanding commercial area. Enjoy the freedom to start, grow, or expand your business today. For questions or to open your lease, visit Bragg's Corner Properties online at braggscorner.com. That's BRAGGS corner.com. Bragg's Corner Properties, where business meets success.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
We may be in the barbecue business, but our joy and commitment is in serving people and the community. Sean's Barbecue is committed to impacting lives, from our ambassadors to the guests that visit our restaurants every day. We would like for all of our ambassadors to invest time and energy in making the businesses thrive by creating a positive atmosphere, engaging with one another, and connecting with our guests. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue. Real wood, real food, real good.
So the Cavs call up Tyler Smith to the mound after Carter Rasmussen is retired after 4 innings of work, giving up 3 strikeouts, 6 walks, 4 hits, and 2 runs off of 21 batters faced. And Smith will start with Luke Hatcher, giving him a 1-0 as he looks back to second and deals the 1-0 pitch, and that is bunted and will shortly after go foul on the first base line. Tyler Smith out of Auburn. First time he's appeared on the mound at CCHS this season. A Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native, 6'1", 205-pound lefty sophomore out of Auburn. He's actually the only Cavalier so far this season with the win, as obviously stating the Cavs have went 1-3 so far this season. Smith looks back to second. It's going to be Crapel playing close. Pitch comes in 1-1 rather. That's missed for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike to the DH Luke Hatcher on the next pitch from Tyler Smith, who was just subbed in a couple of pitches ago. I want to say 3 pitches ago now, if we want to be technical. Smith looks back to second on a double take, on a triple take now, deals the 2-1 bunt signal, pulls back, and ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike on the count of the DH Luke Hatcher, and Tyler Smith looking to help his team get out of this inning on the mound as Carter Rasmussen was pulled after 4 innings of work just one batter ago. 2-2 ball game here from Culpeper. Tyler Smith deals the 3-1, and that is fouled straight back, and it'll now be a full count as Tyler Smith finds his first full count to deliver of the game. Following Hatcher, if necessary, will be Jack Canizaro, the catcher. A payoff is coming from Tyler Smith. He sets on the mound. The lefty faces the righty. Looks back to second. Nobody quite home to make the play, and the pitch comes in. That's a grounder to third. Howard scooping. He plays at third, and the flip to first is in time for the double play. However, it appears that Chris Katz will steal to third in all of the madness. So Nelson is out at third on the FC, as is Hatcher on the FC, 5-3. Chris Katz does stand on third, though, so the Turks do have a man, or the go-ahead run in scoring position. But things look a little bit brighter for the Cavs right now as they went from nothing to something in the out column. They're 1 out away from ending this inning on defense. As Jack Canizaro, the catcher, comes up to the dish. First pitch comes in, and looks like he wanted to take a swing. He eventually decided to hold off, and that, in fact, didn't go his way anyways. It's an 0-1. Canizaro got on the first go-around with a walk and then got to second on an E1. He then hit a 2-run RBI single, as he will foul that one towards the Cavs dugout for now an 0-2 count. And if necessary, the batter following Canizaro will be Jackson Harris, to my knowledge, the first baseman. For those of you who tuned into the Charlottesville game here at CCHS last night, you will know at about the 7th inning, the Tom Sox rather, just started sending pinch hitter after pinch hitter after pinch hitter, and it was hard to keep up with it, as that's a grounder to first, looks to be made in time, and that in fact holds true. So it's going to be a GO-3 in your books at home if you're scoring at home for the third out. So the Cavs hold off the run from scoring, and it's going to be a play from Zane Teneski to end the inning. So there will be no runs on no hits. There were no Cavalier errors. And one runner left on base. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, I'd like to hear a good word from our sponsors at the Culpeper Rotary Club. Back with you in a moment on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
Our location at Bragg's Corner Properties lends itself to a superior visibility at the Route 29 bypass interchange. Bragg's Corner is ready to help make your business transition into this ever-expanding commercial area. Enjoy the freedom to start, grow, or expand your business today. For questions or to open your lease, visit Bragg's Corner Properties online at braggscorner.com. That's BRAGGS corner.com. Bragg's Corner Properties, where business meets success. The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org.
At Brenco Solutions, we take great pride in our excellent workmanship, competitive rates, and the ability to deliver outstanding results. We're a woman-owned Class A general contracting company with a goal to build lasting partnerships with our clients through exceptional service and outstanding quality. With a wide range of services, free estimates, and real-time updates, we strive to offer you the same vision. Call us today at 866-826-3626 to see what it means to be part of the Brenco family.
Cavaliers call up Peterson, Rashevsky, and Rhett Johnson to lead things off here in this bottom half of the fifth inning. As it's now 1-2 count coming to the leadoff batter for the frame. Ryan Peterson, the catcher, is looking for his first bit of statistical action. He now finds a 2-2 after he went 4-3 his last go around. Or 2-1, my apologies. And now it's 2-2. So we'll just hold it where it is. Around the Valley League, as I forgot to do that at the top of the inning, the Winchester Royals slaughter the Woodstock River Bandits in 7 innings. 13-0 the final score from Jim Barnett Park as Peterson swings through that one for strike 3. He will take the run, but looks like the play will make it in time. So it is a forwards K on the behalf of Peterson as Jackson Rashevsky, the center fielder, comes up for his second plate appearance. He got hit his first go around and made it to second off of the single from John Howard that would come soon later. Percival Cannons lead over the front row of Cardinals 10-1 from Fireman's Field. That game is in the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Strasburg Express commanding at home against the Newmarket Rebels with a 3-0 ball game. That's grounded to the third, and the flip over to first is off target. Andrew, how would you score that? I'm going to say, I was going to say single as well. So Jackson Rashevsky gets his first hit here at CCHS of the season. As the second baseman, Rhett Johnson, will come up to the dish. Looking at the South Division, the Charlottesville Tom Sox are, I want to say that's slaughter rule as well with 10 runs. It's an 11-1 ball game in the favor of the Tom Sox over the homestanding Generals from Kate Collins Field. And the Covington Lumberjacks are leading the Stanton Braves 2-1. That game is in the bottom of the fifth. And, of course, your score here at Culpeper is a 2-2 game between the Harrisonburg Turks and the Culpeper Cavaliers here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 0-1 converts to an 0-2 now off of the swing and miss from Rhett Johnson. Following Rhett Johnson, if necessary, will be Blagan Pato. 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch, and that's outside in the opposing batter's box for ball one. 1-2 now the count. Rhett Johnson, the lefty, is facing Scheifetz the righty. I paused because I thought I said his name wrong, but I was right, or at least close enough to right, as that's grounded foul on the first base line, and we'll do it again with a 1-2. So just saying, if the Turks end up getting the win, Scheifetz will get the win, as he has, well, as long as he finishes this inning, that is. As that is lined out in the left, it's going to chase over the left fielder who will make the catch. It's going to be Chris Katz reading that underneath, and out number 2 is recorded off of the FO7 off the bat of Rhett Johnson.
That brings up the designated hitter, number 8, Blagan Pato.
So Pato comes up to the dish now. He got on via sacrifice his first go-around. He was a part of the 2 that have scored for the Cavaliers. He then flew out in his second go-around to the shortstop, Jack Torbett, as that is grounded to second, and the play will be made at second. And that will do it for this bottom half of the 5th inning. For the Cavaliers, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base. As we take a sideline going into the 6th inning, it's Cavs 2, Turks 2. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpepperbattlefieldtours.com.
Path Recreation and Fitness Center offers multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all your recreation and fitness needs. Stop by 19002 Crossroad Parkway for a tour and see how the center can serve you. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation.
We return to CCHS here in just a moment, but while we have a moment, we'll take a brief 10-second pause so our stations can identify themselves. You're tuned into Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
You're tuned into Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Bunt is signaled from the Turks leadoff batter Jackson Harris, and the play is not made in time, as there was an attempt from Smith to Taneski at first. That play is off target, so I'm going to roll that a single, in fact, off the bat of Jackson Harris. So the Turks start out with a single in their first plate appearance of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Brett Weringer, the third baseman, who's looking for his first bit of action, sitting 0 for 1 with a walk his last go around. Signals bunt, pitch misses, ball 1. Cavs and Turks are all knotted up at 2 in this top half of the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch, and that misses for ball 2. Now a 2-ball and no strike count coming from Tyler Smith to Brett Weringer. Lefty faces righty here in this second at-bat of this 6th inning. Smith looks back to first. He'll deal the 2-0, and that's bunt signal tipped off the bat. It's going to be strike 1. Now a 2-ball and 1 strike count coming to the third baseman, Brett Weringer. Following him will be Jack Torbett. Smith looks back to first, got a 2-1 coming. Pitch comes in, that misses as well. Now a 3-1 count. Coming to the third baseman, Brett Weringer. Smith will deal the 3-1. Bunt signaled. Smith fields, flip to first in time. So the out is recorded on the fielder's choice from the ground out to the pitcher as Weringer goes down on the FC for the first out. However, Jackson Harris gets to second thanks to that fielder's choice as Jack Torbett will come up to the dish now for the Turks. Smith facing Torbett for the first time as Smith came in the previous inning of work. Smith looks back to second base as Crapel inches closer. Pitch comes in regardless, and that is fouled on the first base side, out of play. It's 0-1 to start things off here for the shortstop, Jack Torbett. Torbett is looking for his first bit of action to go his way. He struck out swinging his first go-around and got caught in a fielder's choice at first base his second time around. 0-1 is the count coming from the Auburn pitcher Tyler Smith to Jack Torbett, the shortstop. And that just about misses clipping him. So it'll be a 1-1 count, as that was a great awareness play by Torbett at the dish to avoid getting hit, as he was very close to getting hit. Smith sets for the 1-1, looks back to second. Crapel inching closer to that second base, but the 1-1 will be dealt, and that's a wave and a miss. Got him swinging for strike two. Now a 1-2 count coming to the shortstop, Torbett. Cavs have one out down in this top half of the sixth inning. From all what I'm seeing, it looks like the video feed is doing pretty good. I've been constantly just glancing over at it, as that's a wave and a miss. Got him swinging for strike three, and just like that, it'll be Torbett going down on a forwards K. His second strikeout given up to the pitchers this evening, as the second baseman Cameron Harris will come up to the dish with 2 outs on the board in this top half of the sixth. As I was trying to say, I've been trying to constantly just glance over at the video feed, and from when I've been looking, it has looked pretty good. Again, fingers crossed and knock on wood, it's looked pretty good, and hopefully it will stay that way. And if there have been any errors in our video feed, I do apologize, as it was god-awful last night. But again, as stated last night, those glitches and those system errors are out of our control. As the 1-0 comes in, that is through for a looking strike, as that was a beautifully placed fastball by Tyler Smith. Now an even count at 1-1. But for those of you who want to know or want to understand a little bit more, we are running off of an AT&T hotspot, and there's only so much you can do, and streaming and running the cameras and stuff, and then running the operations downstairs with the cash money boxes and the concession stands and all of that connected to one hotspot, it can overheat it, and I've got a fan running on it tonight, and I don't know if it's that or I dropped the frame rate on the video feed, so I don't know if it's one of those two, but knock on wood again, it's working so far, so we will stick with that for right now until it breaks again. In the meantime, it is 2-2 to go back off of my technology rant there. Pitch comes in. That's a high fly ball in the left, chasing up Correa in left. He will make that catch, and the side is retired on an F07 for the third out. So for the Turks in this sixth inning, no runs on one hit, there were no errors, and one runner left on base. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, I'd like to thank our game sponsors, Sean Smokehouse Barbecue, for their sponsorship of tonight's game. We'll see you on the other half of this break. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
The same food you love at Sean's table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food, real good.
K&M Lawn, Garden and Arborist Supplies is your home for the perfect outdoor power equipment, mowers, compact tractors, and arborist supplies. We carry many of the major outdoor equipment brands, and we're the largest arborist supply store around. Why choose anyone else when we've been voted best lawn and garden store in the best of Culpeper for 10 years running? Whatever you need, call us at 540-825-8371 or stop in our newer, larger location at 16299 Allied Way in Culpeper. K&M Lawn, Garden and Arborist Supplies. From grass to trees, we aim to please.
So I have to eat crow, but it's not my fault. The Covington Lumberjacks game that was supposed to be played here on the 31st, that was originally scheduled for the 10th, is actually the 17th. So Culpeper Cavs fans, write that down in your calendars. The Cavs will not play on Monday the 10th. They'll play on Monday the 17th against Covington. Again, that is out of my control. It was messed up to begin with. So our apologies for that error. Again, I'm just the messenger. I'm not the person who makes that schedule for obvious reasons. The Cavs played Covington here at CCHS for the 531 rematch, the May 31st rematch, on the 17th, not the 10th. In the meantime, it's an 0-2 count for the Cavs. Leadoff batter John Howard. Due up in this inning is Howard, Demery, and Correa. A ball and 2 strikes now coming to the third baseman, John Howard. Here comes the pitch. That's a high fly ball into center field. Chasing back the center fielder, Cam Nelson. That ball is gone! John Howard with the power! And the Cavs now lead for the second time tonight. It's a 3-2 ball game thanks to Power Howard.
No touch by Cup. That's a home run for John Howard.
Bryce Demery has another act to follow as he now follows John Howard, who has now hit 2 home runs tonight, make it 3 on the season. Demery coming up with a 5-3 and a 4-3, so he's 0 for 2 on the night. He's looking for his first bit of action.
Bryce Demery.
And pitch comes in, and it's a grounder to the pitcher. The flip to first is going to be later than expected, but in time. So it's a GO1 on the behalf of Bryce Demery for the first out. Let me put the run on the board for the Cavs, as I forgot to do that. As Eric Correa, the left fielder, will come up to the dish now for the Cavaliers. He's been getting some work out in left field, but at the dish, he hasn't had a lot to go his way. He flew out to center and struck out looking. So he's 0 for 2 coming into this third plate appearance. And here comes the opening pitch to Correa in plate appearance number 3. He will wave through that one. The ball didn't wave back. It's a called strike 1 on the swing. Here comes the 0-1, and that one is a low fastball. Looks like it had decent placement across the dish, but again, just too low, and it's ball 1. This is Correa's first game as a Cavalier, at least at CCHS, and oh my goodness, I might have to get that on replay. Did you see the Turks player behind the fence? I thought that hit his hand. We've got to watch that back again. And you're now watching the replay, if you can see the replay blinking in the top of your screen. And I think that did, in fact, hit his hand. It did? Well, it was close. I was about to say, it was really close to hitting him. In the meantime, as Correa strikes out. It's a forwards K in the books, as my apology for missing that, but I did want to find that out, so... Or rather, it would be a backwards, my apologies. I glanced over and saw a forwards K on Andrew's screen, and I was like, that'll be good enough. Correa goes down on a looking strikeout. It's his second of the game as Zane Teneski finds strike 1 to go through on a looking strike. Now 0-1. And I missed a ball in the meantime. I think I was just in La-La land, so it'll be a 1-1 count now. Here comes the pitch, 1-1. It's low and away, another good fastball, it appears, but didn't have the height it needed. Now a 2-1 strike count. Teneski facing Scheifetz for the third time now, as the 2-1 converts to a 3-1. Teneski hasn't had a whole lot to go from Scheifetz this game. Went 4-3 his first go-around and flew out to right field his second time around. He now swings through that one and misses it for strike 2 rather. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes on a payoff on the next one. And this will decide the inning. Payoff comes in. It's a wave and a miss. Got him swinging for strike 3, and the side retires. But not before the Cavs add their lead. They've got 1 run on 1 hit. There were no Harrisonburg Turks errors and no runners left on base. As we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, I'd like to thank our friends at Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency for their support of the Culpeper Cavaliers in this 2024 season. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Located in Culpeper, Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency has been committed for over 30 years to providing the best insurance coverage, but also the best service. We try to make picking the right insurance policy easier and less daunting for you by going the extra mile, doing the extra work, and reassuring you that our team of experienced professional agents is here for you every step of the way. To get in touch with one of our dedicated team members, visit MaloneyandWard.com or call 540-825-9121. Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency. Coverage you need. Coverage you can trust. Coverage you can afford.
At City Light Baptist Church, we are a community of people God has chosen and preserved for Himself who love, follow, learn from, and worship God together. We are a loving church that brings the loving message of a loving God to a lost world. Visit us online at citylightculpeper.org or give us a call at 540-321-4400. Worship services are held every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. at City Light Baptist Church. Worship with us at 1121 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper.
Another reason why you should come to the upcoming Culpeper Cavaliers games. Here's why.
Beautiful.
Leading off the top innings,
You can join the YMCA in the middle of the 6th and 7th inning break. As we go into the top half of the 7th, if I can get my word salad sorted out here, the Turks will call up their original leadoff batter, Anthony Pascal, to the dish for now his 4th plate appearance of tonight's ball game. Tyler Smith is your man still on the mound for the Cavaliers. As the first pitch comes in, it will miss for ball 1, so it's a 1-0 count to start things off here for the original leadoff batter, Anthony Pascal, who has yet to find something go for him in his 3 plate appearances. Smith deals. 1-0 is in there for a strike, and my goodness, that kind of looked a little high to me at least, but I just barely glanced at it as I was changing directions. In fact, I'll try and catch it here in just a second, as that one is through for a strike as well. We'll see if I caught it here. So we'll see exactly. I don't think exactly I caught it, but I mean, it had to have been. It just looked high from this angle. 1-2 comes in and misses for ball 2. Now a 2-2 count for the original leadoff batter, Pascal. Smith sets, got a 2-2 coming. Pitch comes in, and I think that hit him. That, in fact, holds true, and it's a 90-foot walk of fame with a little bit of pain for Anthony Pascal as he will take the HBP to first base. That'll bring up the center fielder, Cam Nelson, to the dish. Rather, it looks like there's a pinch hitter.
Jacob Green.
That, in fact, holds true. My apologies. I didn't make that change. So if I've said Cam Nelson in the last couple times, my apologies. It's Jacob Green. I didn't write that down in my book. So it is Jacob Green to come up to the dish for the Harrisonburg Turks, replacing Cam Nelson after an injury off of an HBP, and that's a grounder foul off the bunt. Nothing in one to start things off here for Jacob Green, and his first true plate, well, no, it actually is his first plate appearance. I take that back. As he did come on to relieve Nelson on pinch duties due to that injury on the HBP on Nelson's last plate appearance. And again, just to rephrase, after this pitch in the meantime, bunt signal pulled back, ball 1. But again, well wishes to Cam Nelson. Hopefully that injury isn't as severe as what it seems so far. Again, I know nothing on what happened or what his history is with injuries. So well wishes and hopeful speedy recovery if that's necessary, as that is grounded, or rather not grounded, but flown out to the pitcher on the bunt for the first out. FO1 in your books at home as Jacob Green goes back to the dugout this time, as Christopher Katz will come up to the dish for the Turks. The left fielder struck out looking his first go around. singled his second go-around and his third go-around, so he is 2 for 3 and scored in that second plate appearance, or after that second plate appearance in the third inning. First pitch comes in and misses for ball 1. The playback at second is not in time. So it is a stolen base on the record of Pascal. And we're having a holdup here as Pascal is not ready for play yet. Now it appears he is as he takes his lead off. Count stays at 1-0 for the batter Cats. And now, assuming that it was Cats to call the time at the dish, Smith looks back. Nobody quite home to make the play as Crapel is inching in. Pitch will be dealt. It's a wave and a miss. Got him swinging for strike 1, and now it's an even count at 1-1. Again, Chris Katz, 2 for 3 coming into this plate appearance. He's looking to keep his hit streak alive as he has hit the last 2 plate appearances, singled both times. Smith looks back to second. Crapel inching in. The 1-1 will be dealt, and that's a wave and a miss. Got him swinging on strike 2, and now it's a 1-2 count for the left fielder Katz. Katz, a Raleigh, North Carolina native, 6 feet tall, 225 pounds, righty-righty senior out of Wake Forest University, is the man that Tyler Smith out of Auburn will be facing right now at the dish with a 1-2. Here comes the pitch. That's grounded, and Smith will miss it, but it'll be fielded by Crapel. The pitch at first, or excuse me, the throw rather in first is in time for the out. So the fielder's choice will take down Katz at first. However, Anthony Pascal will get to third via the FC. So with 2 outs down in this top half of the 7th inning, the Turks have the game-tying run on third, but the Cavaliers need 1 out to put this inning away as the DH Luke Hatcher comes up. Hatcher flew out to the shortstop his first go-around, walked his second time around, and got caught in a 5-3 fielder's choice play his last go-around. His first pitch to him is in for a strike, so 0-1. A reminder that the Cavaliers will not host Covington on Monday. That was a mistaken scheduling error to fix that wording. Now with a 1-1 coming to the DH Hatcher. Smith sets, runner on third. Pitch comes in 1-1, and that is in there for strike 2. Now a 1-ball, 2-strike count now coming to Hatcher. But the next home game for the Cavaliers will be on Wednesday the 12th, as they will rematch the Stanton Braves from last Tuesday, or this past Tuesday, rather. Again, the Cavs will not verse Covington this Monday. They will verse them next Monday, the 17th, as that is fouled away, and Bob Weiss was looking to get out of that way, who I didn't realize. I had made my assumptions and tried to make 2 + 2 = 4, but in talking with head coach Bob Weiss earlier before this game started, Harrisonburg fans, I did not realize that fully that Bob Weiss owned Weiss Auto Sales in Harrisonburg. So I learned a little something new today outside of the game of baseball, as the 1-2 will stay as is with the foul back. But I just want to say Bob Weiss is a nice guy, great coach. He's been in Harrisonburg for God knows how long now. It's been a while, certainly. But Harrisonburg, you all have a great coach, and certainly that testament stands true with Harrisonburg being the reigning Valley League champions as of last year. Pitch comes in 1-2. That is a lifted out to left. Correa will read it. He doesn't move at all, and the side retires on the FO7. So for the Turks in this top half of the 7th, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 runner stranded at third. You're tuned into Culpeper Cavaliers baseball, where we return after this break.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
Sports, bone, spine, and joint injuries can damage everything from your game to your independence and daily life. At UVA Orthopedics of Culpeper Medical Center, we're committed to caring for your health and wellness needs from the time you walk in the door until the time you walk out. From joint replacements to finger implants, we perform some of the most difficult surgeries in the state. You can come to UVA Health and trust you'll receive the most up-to-date procedures from highly skilled and caring orthopedic specialists. Visit us at 541 Sunset Lane in Culpeper or online at uvahealth.com.
Summer is here, and now is the best time to get your air conditioner serviced or a new one installed by the professionals at Workman Mechanical. With personalized service, Workman Mechanical makes sure that customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Need us in the off-season? We service all major brand heating systems, electrical and plumbing systems as well. For your next electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and indoor air quality system servicing, contact Workman Mechanical by phone at 540-727-9555 or online at workmanmechanical.com.
Introducing the new Sean Smokehouse Barbecue app. Ordering your favorite mouth-watering smoked meats and homemade sides has never been easier. Satisfy your cravings and earn rewards with every bite. With the help of our loyalty program, catering for your next event is a breeze. Download the new Sean Smokehouse Barbecue app and order today. Available on the App Store and Google Play.
So after 6 innings of work, Jason Scheifetz is retired after 6 innings of work. I think I said that already, so I'll say it again. 24 batters faced with 5 strikeouts, no walks, 5 hits, and 3 runs given up. And the Turks will call up.
Leading off the bottom of the
Let's
inning.
see, where was I at? Lane Duff, a Forest, Virginia native, 6'3", 195-pound, left-handed pitcher, a sophomore out of JMU. Come on, Coach Weeze. You're making me say go Dukes more than what I want to say for your team, but I guess I'll do it again. Go Dukes, JMU, as the Cavaliers will call up Krapel, Peterson, and Reshevsky to be due up, as that is lined up into left field. It's going to be chased over by the left fielder Katz, who will make that play. So Krapel goes down on the first pitch, FO7, for the first out in your books, as Ryan Peterson will come into the dish.
Peterson.
So Peterson in his last 2 plate appearances went 4-3 and struck out swinging. So he is 0 for 2 coming into this third plate appearance in this bottom half of the 7th inning. Just realized I never reset my count from earlier. My apologies. Peterson lines that one to third. Flip to first is in time. So it is a 5-3 play with Waringer at the start of it and Jackson Harris at the end of it. So again, 5-3 play for out number 2 as the center fielder Jackson Reshevsky comes up to the dish. He's looking to keep his hit streak alive as he is 1 for 1 with a single his last time around. He got caught in a fielder's choice the second go-around. Or, excuse me, he was caught in a fielder's choice rounding to second is what I was trying to say. Thank you, Andrew, for catching my word salad. As the fly out to center field, right center, rather, is fielded by the center fielder, Cam Nelson, for the out. So it's an FO7 to end the 7th inning. Or, excuse me, FO8, my apologies, to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base for the Cavaliers in the 7th inning as we take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. I'd like to thank our friends at Sean Smokehouse Barbecue for their sponsorship of tonight's game. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
We may be in the barbecue business, but our joy and commitment is in serving people and the community. Sean's Barbecue is committed to impacting lives, from our ambassadors to the guests that visit our restaurants every day. We would like for all of our ambassadors to invest time and energy in making the businesses thrive by creating a positive atmosphere, engaging with one another, and connecting with our guests. Sean Smokehouse Barbecue, Real wood, real food, real good.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
Taking a quick look around the Valley League while we have a moment, presented by Centera, LD&V Insurance and Financial Services, and Southern Kitchen and Newmarket. Your North Division action as follows. The Percival Cannons extend their lead over the Front Royal Cardinals. They now lead 13-1 in the bottom of the sixth from Fireman's Field. And the Strasburg Express lead over the Newmarket Rebels 4-0 in the top half of the seventh inning from First Bank Park. Stated earlier, the Winchester Royals defeat the Woodstock Rivermen in 7 innings on a 13-0 win for the Royals, who coming into that game were bottom of the North Division. So we'll see, with all of what happens in the North Division, we'll see where the Royals end up. As that is grounded, fielded by Smith. The flip over to first is not in time. It's going to be an errant throw on the behalf of Smith. A quick throw regardless. But unfortunately for Smith, the batter, who is Jack Canizaro, gets on via a very close play at first. Going to be an E1 on the play. In the meantime, in the South Division, the Charlottesville Tom Sox still lead over the Waynesboro Generals 11-1 in the top half of the sixth from Kate Collins Field. That game is also in position to be a run rule. 1-0 in the meantime to Jackson Harris, the first baseman, who comes up. Also in South Division action, the Covington Lumberjacks still lead over the Stanton Braves 3-1 in the top half of the seventh from Casey Field. And, of course, your score here, the Culpeper Cavaliers have retaken the lead 3-2 over the Harrisonburg Turks. We're now in the top half of the seventh inning. Or, my apologies, top half of the eighth. That's wrong. Pitch comes in, and it's a bunt. It's going to be Peterson to field, flip to first. That one is in time, it appears, and that, in fact, holds true. So it's going to be a ground out to the catcher for out number one. However, Jackson Harris advances on the FC.
Brings up third baseman number 13, Brett Waringer.
As the first baseman, Brett Waringer, comes up, he is looking for his first bit of action to go his way. He is 0-2 with a fly out to first base with Teneski. His second go-around, he walked and then advanced to second on a fielder's choice. And his third go-around, he grounded out to the pitcher on a fielder's choice. Fourth go-around, he will try to swing, stop, and that will go in his favor for ball one. 1-0 is the count. One out down with a runner on second are the Turks. As I get my scoreboard updated now. Jack Canizaro, the man on second. He is possibly in scoring position. He is also the game-tying run. Pitch comes in 1-0, and it misses for ball two. Now a 2-ball and no strike count. Coming to the batter, Waringer. Following Waringer, if necessary, will be Jack Torbett, the shortstop. A reminder that the Cavs will host the Stanton Braves on Wednesday. Contrary to what I said earlier, the Cavs will not host Covington on Monday the 10th. They will host on Monday the 17th. So again, the Cavaliers will not host Covington this coming Monday the 10th. They will not have a home game until Wednesday the 12th, hosting Stanton. The Cavs will host Covington on the 17th. That was a schedule error. As strike one goes through from Smith, it's now a 3-ball and 1-strike count to the first baseman. But if you can make it to Stanton tomorrow night to root on the Cavs, by all means, go ahead and do it. The Cavs will travel to Stanton tomorrow night and then travel to Waynesboro on Tuesday night. So if you can make it to any of those away games, Stanton and Waynesboro are about a half hour apart. As ball four comes through, and it's a 90-foot walk of fame. But again, if you can make your way to either Stanton or Waynesboro this weekend or on Tuesday, certainly would be helpful for the Cavs to have some fans on the road, as Brandon Mack will come out and have a brief word with Tyler Smith, and nope, he's replacing him. So we will take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, and we'll reveal the identity of the brand new pitcher after this break. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes, everything from cozy additions to showplaces. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, filled with certainty.
Sign your child up for the upcoming Culpeper Cavaliers baseball camps. The Culpeper Cavaliers are hosting 2 separate 2-day camps for children, from as young as age 6 to as old as age 17. The Culpeper Cavaliers baseball players and coaches will instruct your child in the series of camps to help improve their game and get insight into how college players play each day during the season. The upcoming Culpeper Cavaliers fielding and hitting camp will be held on Monday, June 17th and Tuesday, June 18th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. The pitching and catching camp will be held on Monday, July 8th and Tuesday, July 9th from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. All Culpeper Cavaliers baseball camps are $50 each and will be held at Culpeper County High School's baseball field. Don't miss out. Sign your child up today at culpepercavaliers.org/youth-camps.
At City Light Baptist Church, we are a community of people God has chosen and preserved for himself, who love, follow, learn from, and worship God together. We are a loving church that brings the loving message of a loving God to a lost world. Visit us online at citylightculpeper.org or give us a call at 540-321-4400. Worship services are held every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. at City Light Baptist Church. Worship with us at 1121 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper.
Gotta love it when tallying stats is easy and simple, as Tyler Smith is retired after 3 1/3 innings, facing 14 batters, throwing a strikeout, 1 walk, and 2 hits, giving up no runs. The Cavs will call on the Arizona State University product, that is Bennett Fryman, a Frisco, Texas native, 5'11", 200-pound lefty sophomore, again out of ASU. Fryman has pitched this season as a Cavalier. He's appeared in the game, so he's making his second appearance. He's pitched an inning and a third, giving up a hit, a run, that run being earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He comes into this game with one of the lowest ERAs on the team, being a 6.75. And in fact, Ryan Krapel also has a 6.75. So he's tied at about the 4th place mark in ERA for the Cavs. As in the meantime, Jack Torbett, the shortstop, comes up to the dish. First pitch comes in and it misses for ball 1. Rather, it's a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 26, Mike Rinaldi, a Wynwood, Pennsylvania native, 6'4", 220-pound righty-righty senior out of the Seminole State College of Florida. And that pitch is fouled away, stays in the ballpark, and now it's an even count at 1-1. Bear with me for just a moment as I get Rinaldi written into my book. So Rinaldi faces a 1-1 from Bennett Fryman. Fryman looks back to second, and the pitch will come in. And that one is through for a looking strike, and now it's not an even count, rather went from an even count to a 1-2 for Mike Rinaldi. We'll see if he's playing short, as the original batter in that spot, Jack Torbett, played short. Not sure if he's being completely substituted out or if he's just being sat for the batting part of the game. Fryman looks back to second. Krapel playing close. 1-2 comes in. That's a grounder, going to be fielded by Short. Flip to second in time. The flip to first is in time for the double play. And the Cavs converted on a 6-4-3. And just like that, the Cavs will go back on offense. They lead by 1. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
At Brenco Solutions, we take great pride in our excellent workmanship, competitive rates, and the ability to deliver outstanding results. We're a woman-owned Class A general contracting company with a goal to build lasting partnerships with our clients through exceptional service and outstanding quality. With a wide range of services, free estimates, and real-time updates, we strive to offer you the same vision. Call us today at 866-826-3626 to see what it means to be part of the Brenco family.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
Summer is here, and now is the best time to get your air conditioner serviced or a new one installed by the professionals at Workman Mechanical. With personalized service, Workman Mechanical makes sure that customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Need us in the off-season? We service all major brand heating systems, electrical and plumbing systems as well. For your next electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and indoor air quality system servicing, contact Workman Mechanical by phone at 540-727-9555 or online at workmanmechanical.com.
So as Duff finishes his warm-up pitches, the Cavaliers will call up their original leadoff batters, Rhett Johnson, Blagan Pato, and John Howard, to be the three due up for this bottom half of the 8th inning, where the Cavaliers lead 3-2 over the visiting Harrisonburg Turks. If you're just joining us, by the way. So here comes the first pitch from Rhett Johnson. That's skied and fouled away. So the first pitch of the plate appearance for Rhett Johnson, his 4th of the game, will be fouled away. 0-1 is your count coming to Rhett Johnson here in this 4th plate appearance. So looking for his first bit of action since the beginning. He got a single his first time around, as that is fouled away as well, just a little bit farther down. Now an 0-2 count coming to the second baseman.
Julie will do it. Julie. In the blue. Julie. Gotta do Julie, too.
So following Johnson again will be Pato and Howard are the three due up. Pato on deck, Howard in the hole for the Cavaliers in this 8th inning. As Duff sets, deals the 0-2, and that one misses for ball 1. So Rhett Johnson gets a little bit of an extended at-bat, if you want to call it that way, as he sat with an 0-2 off of 2 straight foul balls. He gets the third pitch of the plate appearance to go through his way. As the 1-2 comes in, that's waved on a miss and got him swinging for strike 3. So Rhett Johnson goes down on strikes. It's a forwards K, and it's actually the first time he has struck out tonight. That's the first out of the inning as Blagan Pato, the designated hitter, comes up to the dish. Pato got on via sacrifice. He was actually the first Cavalier, or rather, I take that back. He was part of the 2 runs that scored in the first inning for the Cavaliers as John Howard hit a home run in that first inning. As that is lined out on the left, chasing back the left fielder. He will make that catch easily for out number 2, as it's an F07 on the record of Blagan Pato for his 4th plate appearance. John Howard comes up to the dish.
That'll bring up your third
Chris Katz was the man to come underneath that baseball and make the catch. And just like that, 2 outs down in this bottom half of the 8th, the Cavs lead 3-2. If the Cavs don't do anything here, they need a defensive presence in this top half of the 9th to win this ball game. 1 run, the Cavaliers did allow several runners on in the last couple of innings to get on. And in fact, there may have been 1 or 2 instances where they got to third. Either way, being on second base, you're in scoring position in some way, shape, or form. So there have been plenty of instances in the last couple of innings since the Cavaliers have taken the lead for the Turks to answer right back. And unfortunately for them so far, they haven't been able to since the 3rd inning. But the Cavaliers looking to hold off on defense in this top half of the 9th coming up. As the 1-1 in the meantime to Blagan Pato, excuse me, not Blagan Pato, rather John Howard, my correction, misses for ball 2, so the 1-1 converts to a 2-1 on the next pitch, coming from Duff. Duff sets, 2-ball, 1-strike count coming to John Howard. Pitch comes in, grounded on the third baseline, and I think it's going to be ruled fair at the last moment, and I believe that's going to be an E on 5, as the scoop wasn't made in time, and the throw wasn't on target as it should have been. So it's going to be an E5 that gets John Howard to first. So the Cavaliers have a little bit of breathing room in this bottom half of the 8th inning as Bryce Demery, the right fielder, comes up to the dish. And if Bryce Demery needed to do anything in this game, it's in this bottom of the 8th to keep it alive. Although the Cavs do lead, they don't lead by much. If the Cavs want some extra breathing room, they need to get a couple runs to score. So Bryce Demery steps in the right-hand batter's box. And here comes the pitch from Duff. That's missed for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Again, there are 2 outs down in this bottom half of the 8th. The Cavs lead 3-2 over the Harrisonburg Turks. Duff deals the 1-0. That is grounded. It won't get past the shortstop, but he will bobble it, and it's an E6. So Bryce Demery gets on via the E6, and just like that, the Cavs keep the inning alive as Howard goes to second on the E6. Demery goes on the E6 to first as the left fielder Eric Correa comes up to the dish now for the Cavs. Like Demery before him, he is also looking for his first bit of statistical action to go his way. He flew out to center in his first go-around, struck out looking in his second and third appearances. Duff looks back to second, nobody home to make the play. Pitch comes in. That's a grounder and fouled on the first base line. Not out of play, but out of reach, certainly, as it goes towards the Cavs dugout. So 0-1 is your count to start things off here for Eric Correa, the product of Rice University, which I believe he is the first Rice University player to come to the Cavaliers. I don't think any came last year, and if I am missing out on somebody, I do apologize. As the 0-1 converts to an 0-2 on the looking strike. Duff sets. 0-2 comes, and that one just about misses for ball 1 on a high pitch. Cavs have Bryce Demery on first and John Howard on second. Demery got on via the E6, and John Howard got on via an E at 5. If you're not familiar with the numbers, that's 6 is shortstop and 5 is third base. Pitch comes in, and that's a swing and a miss. Got him swinging for strike 3, and that will do it for the inning. For the Cavs in the 8th, no runs, no hits, no errors. Or excuse me, 2 errors, my apologies. Thought a little bit ahead of myself there, and there were 2 runners left on base. And we'll be back with you in a moment as you hear words from our friends at Path Recreation and Fitness Center. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Path Recreation and Fitness Center offers multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all your recreation and fitness needs. Stop by 19002 Crossroad Parkway for a tour and see how the center can serve you. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation.
The Battlefield Area Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves over 4,000 coaches and 21,000 athletes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes serves local youth by building relationships that will demonstrate steadfast commitment to Jesus Christ and His Word through integrity, serving, teamwork, and excellence. For more information on their work in the local area, to view upcoming events, or to even join their team, visit battlefieldfca.org.
Trying to figure out exactly what happened with Eric Correa. He has been thrown out of this ball game after his last at-bat. Not exactly sure what happened. There we go, to get my word salad back on track. But Eric Correa, after his last plate appearance, has been thrown out of the ball game. And I can't quite tell who has been put in his place. I need to buy a new pair of binoculars because the old pair I had broke. But in the meantime, because you probably don't care about my broken binoculars, Cameron Harris comes up to the dish for the Harrisonburg Turks, unless they've put a pinch in. I can't quite tell for right now. So we'll see just exactly what happens here in this top half of the ninth, as I forgot to reset my scoreboard. My apologies there. First pitch is ball 1 to the batter. And here comes the 1-0. That misses for ball 2. I don't believe that is Harris at the dish. It's going to be number 34. Thanks, Andrew. It's going to be number 34 of the Harrisonburg Turks. It's going to be Ethan Murdoch, the Swift Current SK. I don't know that abbreviation off the top of my head. Interesting. 6'2", 215-pound righty senior out of Marshall. I don't know if that was a typo error that I made, because that could have been one that I typed in myself. So if that is actually supposed to be something else, I do apologize. But it's a 3-0 count to Murdoch. And he will take the 90-foot walk of fame following the straight 3-0 pitching. And that'll take us to Anthony Pascal, the original leadoff batter playing in right field.
Now batting right fielder number 20, Anthony Pascal.
He's had nothing go for him his way, at least so far. Flew out to Eric Correa in left field, grounded out to the pitcher, and then got on via an HBP, but didn't score. He did round to third on a stolen base and a fielder's choice, as that one is fouled on the first base side. So it's an 0-1, as it sounds like a fan caught the baseball. So it'll be Fryman receiving his sign, looks to first, the lefty facing the righty. The pitch comes in 0-1. That's a grounder bunt. And it's going to be Fryman to flip to Tedeschi for the out at first. What a play from 1 to 3. And just like that, the Cavs get the first out of the inning. We've got to take a look at that replay and just see how that unfolded. So the pitch comes in, bunt signaled, it goes, and that was indeed a great flip from Fryman
David Bell
to the first baseman, Tedeschi. So it's going to be a GO1 to 3. At least for me, it's a GO1 in the books. 1 out on the board in this top half of the ninth. Runner now on second as Murdoch advances on the FC. So Jacob Green is at the dish now for the Turks. He finds strike 1 to go through looking. And he sits 0-1 in the count. Green, since entering this ball game in the 5th as a pinch runner, he then came up to the dish in the 7th. He flew out to the pitcher Fryman. Or no, my apologies. At that time, it was Tyler Smith as he fouls that one away, now 0-2. Cavs need 2 outs to win this ball game. They lead 3-2 over the visiting Harrisonburg Turks. And with a win, it would be their first home win of this 2024 season. But we'll see just what the Turks can do with a man possibly in scoring position in the form of Ethan Murdoch. Here comes the 0-2. That is fouled away. And we'll do it again with an 0-2. Fans, a reminder, following tonight's game, we'll have a brief post-game analysis on what went right and what went wrong for both the Cavs and the Turks. Then we'll take about a 3-4 minute break, and then we will take a final look around the Valley League. And then we will say goodbye. And for our fans not on the East Coast, it is currently 9:12 local time, as that is a single into left. Will that score a game-tying run? No. Bob Weiss will hold off the runner Murdoch. But it is a single on the behalf of Jacob Green. So now there is one runner most certainly in scoring position as Christopher Katz, the left fielder, comes up to the dish. He has hit in tonight's game. He singled twice, once in the 3rd, once in the 5th. He did strike out looking his first go-around, and he did get caught in a fielder's choice in the 7th in his 4th go-around. He's looking to score a run here in his 5th plate appearance. Cat steps into the right-handed batter's box. Bennett Fryman on the mound. Lefty faces the righty here. 1 out down in this top half of the 9th. Cavs lead 3-2 with a runner in scoring position. First pitch is just too low, and ball 1 will be called. The left fielder, Chris Katz, has hit tonight's ball game. And he's looking to get his 3rd hit of the night. Pitch comes in. That's outside, ball 2. Now a 2-ball, no-strike count. And we'll just see what happens. If Fryman is to walk Chris Katz, we'll see what happens if he stays in or goes, because that would have loaded the bases. Fryman looks to first, sets. Got a 2-0 coming. Pitch comes in. Looks pretty across the dish, but just too low. Ball 3. Following Katz, if necessary, will be Luke Hatcher. And they're going to intentionally walk Chris Katz. I don't know how I feel about that one, but they're going to give him the IBB, and Chris Katz will go to first. Green will advance to second off of it. And the DH, Luke Hatcher, will come up to the dish now. Mind you, anybody crosses, this game gets extended. It just depends on how many. So Bennett Fryman will set on the mound following him receiving the signal from Ryan Peterson. Pitch comes in, and it is through for a strike. 0-1 to start things off here for Luke Hatcher, the designated hitter. Hatcher is yet to have anything go his way. He flew out to 6 his first go-around, got on via a walk at the second, got caught in a 5-3 fielder's choice his third go-around, and flew out to left field in his previous go-around. He now sits 0-1 in the 5th plate appearance of the game, as he now faces ball 1 on the on the second pitch. First ball of the plate appearance, now a 1-1 count with 1 out down, top of the 9th. Cavs lead 3-2 with the bases loaded. Bennett Fryman is your man on the mound. He's been on the mound since a third of the way through the 8th inning. That is lifted into right field. That's going to drop, and 1 will score, bring home 2. The Turks now lead. And the Turks have cleared third base, and they now lead 4-3. That's one reason why I said I do not agree with intentionally walking the batter Katz, who now stands on second. So Luke Hatcher, the DH, gets on via the 2-run RBI single, as the catcher, Jack Canizaro, comes up to the dish. He's had nothing go for him so far. No, my apologies. He has, in fact, singled his second go-around. First pitch to him misses for ball 1. It's 1-0. My apologies. He did, in fact, call strike. I guessed because I was looking down and I was wrong. Here comes the 0-1 from Bennett Fryman, and that is low and away. Now it's ball 1. Now an even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Cavs need to get out of this inning and score some runs if they want to win this ball game. They've had the lead for, besides the time they tied it, they've had this lead practically the whole ball game and now have just given it up in the top of the 9th. So it's Bennett Fryman with a 1-1. Pitch comes in. And that'll be a called strike, as it looked like Canizaro wanted to take a swing at it. He didn't, but either way, it was a strike. So now it's a ball and 2 strikes with 1 out down in this top half of the 9th. The Turks now lead 4-3. So Fryman receives his signal from Peterson. He's got a 1-2 coming with 1 out down. And here comes the pitch. That's ground in the direction of second. The flip to first will be in time, so the Cavs will get 1 out of it. It's a fielder's choice. However, Hatcher advances to second and Katz advances to third. And Canizaro will get caught on the 4-3 FC for the second out.
Now batting number 19, Jackson Harris.
So the first baseman, Jackson Harris, comes up to the dish now. He singled in the 6th, but other than that, he's been caught in a fly out to left field, a 3-1, and a fielder's choice ground out to the catcher. First pitch comes in, and that one is through for a strike. 0-1 to start things off here for Jackson Harrison, plate appearance number 5. Again, Cavs need to get out of this inning. They have 1, possibly 2 standing in scoring position, and they also now trail for the first time in this ball game. Fryman sets. Here comes the 0-1. That's just 2 flow down, 4-1. Now it's an even count at a ball and a strike. If you're just joining us, the Cavs have not trailed up until this top of the 9th inning. With an intentional walk given to Chris Katz on his plate appearance, the Turks lead now 4-3 after trailing 3-2. And that one is through for a strike. Now a 1-ball, 2-strike count coming to Jackson Harris, the first baseman. Cavs need 1 more strike to get out of this inning and score some runs. In a game that they have not trailed, they now trail in this top half of the 9th. Fryman sets, got a 1-ball, 2-strike count coming. 2 outs down, top of the 9th. Here comes the pitch. That is low and away, 4-2. And now it's an even count again, this time at 2-2 for the first baseman, Jackson Harris. A reminder that the Cavaliers will host the Stanton Braves in a rematch this coming Wednesday, the 12th. Again, the game on the 10th that was originally scheduled was a schedule error. They will not play Covington here on the 10th. They will play them on the 17th as ball 3 comes in. So the 9th inning, whether it stays or dies, it will be decided on a payoff to the first baseman, Jackson Harris. As Bennett Fryman is looking to get out of this inning, he's only pitched since the 3rd of the way through the 8th. And here comes the payoff. Grounder in the direction of second. The flip to first is in time, and that stops any extra damage from happening. But the Turks do take the lead for the first time tonight's game. The Turks recorded 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Cavalier errors and 2 runners left on base as we take a sideline here in the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. I'd like to hear a brief word from our friends at the Path Recreation and Fitness Center. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Path Recreation and Fitness Center offers multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all your recreation and fitness needs. Stop by 19002 Crossroad Parkway for a tour and see how the center can serve you. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation.
You're tuned into Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
At Brenco Solutions, we take great pride in our excellent workmanship, competitive rates, and the ability to deliver outstanding results. We're a woman-owned Class A general contracting company with a goal to build lasting partnerships with our clients through exceptional service and outstanding quality. With a wide range of services, free estimates, and real-time updates, we strive to offer you the same vision. Call us today at 866-826-3626 to see what it means to be part of the Brenco family.
Since 2004, All Install, your local Generac backup generator dealer, has provided Central Virginia with backup generators and parts at a reasonable price. We offer free, in-home estimates, as well as service for all our customers' generator needs. Install or service your Generac generator with the help of All Install today. Visit allinstallva.com or call 540-923-4592. All Install, dependable in your time of need.
Culpeper Battlefield Tours, LLC is a proud sponsor of the Culpeper Cavaliers. Culpeper Battlefield Tours launched in 2022 to provide tours of Culpeper's historic battlefields and sites. Tours of 2 or 3 hours can be customized of Brandy Station Battlefield, Buford's Knoll, Fleetwood Hill, St. James Church, Stevensburg, and the Winter Encampment, or contact Culpeper Battlefield Tours for a specialty tour. To contact them, learn about upcoming events and more, call 540-632-4500 or visit culpeperbattlefieldtours.com.
Cavs fans, if you weren't on the edge of your seats for this bottom half of the 9th inning, you haven't been paying attention. The Cavs led practically this whole ball game besides a couple of innings tied with the Turks. Most recently, they led 3-2. They now trail 4-3 with Zane Teneski coming up to lead off. He swings and misses through the first one, 4-1, 0-1 to start things off for the leadoff batter playing at first base. That one comes in. That one is through 4 strike as well, now 0-2. So it's Teneski followed by Krapel and Ryan Peterson are the 3 due up for the Cavaliers in this bottom half of the 9th, which arguably may or may not have had to have happened, depending on what way you want to look at it. Because the Cavs intentionally walked Chris Katz, although it was 3-0, and it looked like that Bennett Fryman would have thrown ball 4, you still could have had that chance of getting a strike and extending that plate appearance. 1-2 comes in. It's just too low to be called strike 3, so it'll be called ball 2, and now an even count of 2-2. Cavs need 2 runs to score here, and that's fouled back behind the plate, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Teneski looking to keep this inning alive for the Cavs. And here comes the 2-2. That's missed and pops out of the mid of Jack Canizaro. So it'll be a payoff for the leadoff batter, Zane Teneski, in this bottom half of the 9th inning. Again, the Cavs now trail 4-3 over the Turks. Pitch comes in. That is a grounder and fouled on the third base side towards the Turks dugout. So we'll do it all again with a payoff. I'd like to thank our friends from Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue for their support of the Cavaliers this season and for sponsoring tonight's game. Payoff comes in. That's fouled away again. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue delivers your favorite meats, sides, and drinks and has a menu to cater everybody. You can order in-store, online, or through their brand new app, as well as calling them. Visit Sean'sBBQ.com for more information. And the payoff, part 3, is lifted out into first base. And the play is made by the first baseman, Jackson Harris, for the FO3. So the Cavaliers will transition to Ryan Krapel, who hasn't had a whole lot go for him in tonight's game. Started out on a 6-3 play, struck out swinging his second go-around, and flew out to left in his most recent plate appearance in the 7th inning. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it. Victor Diaz is now on the mound for the Turks. If I did mention that, I apologize for repeating myself. But Victor Diaz is on the mound for the Turks now to close this game. Oviedo, Florida native, 6'4", 215-pound righty junior out of the Seminole State College of Florida. He now has a 2-0 on Ryan Krapel. Krapel is the game-tying run for the Cavaliers. 2-0 comes in. That one looks pretty, and it in fact holds true as it was straight across the dish. It's now a 2-1 count coming to the shortstop, Krapel. So here comes the 2-1. That is lifted. It looks to be just about foul in left field. Rather, just stays fair, but the Turks left fielder, Chris Katz, will come up with it, and it's an FO7. So the Cavs have at least one more chance.
Now batting the catcher, number 48,
and Ryan Peterson will be the man to hopefully keep this game alive if the Cavs want to rally back. Peterson hasn't had a whole lot go for him in tonight's game. He went 4-3, struck out swinging, and 5-3. And with 2 outs down in this bottom half of the 9th, they need 1 to tie and keep this game alive, and 2 to walk it off. First pitch comes through, and that is a beauty. Called strike 1, 0-1 to start things off for Ryan Peterson. If necessary, Jackson Rashevsky will follow Peterson. Rashevsky does have a hit on the night, but he is about 1 for 2, if I look at it correctly. Ball 1 in the meantime to Peterson, now a 1-1 count. Diaz sets on the mound. Here comes the 1-1. That is outside and rolls off of the catcher for ball 2. Now a 2-1 strike count coming to the catcher, Peterson. And again, a reminder that following this game, we will hold a brief post-game report on what went right and what went wrong between the Cavs and the Turks. And then we'll take a few-minute break, and then we'll come back with our final look around the league, which some scores have been finalized already, and we'll see what is still being finalized as that's grounded to first and flip to the pitcher. That does it. So after the Cavs lead for practically the entire game, they give it up in the top of the 9th, and they fall to the Harrisonburg Turks 4-3 as Peterson goes down on a ground out to first base. Your final score, Harrisonburg 4, Culpeper 3, as the Cavaliers fall yet again at home. So close to clinching that home win, just couldn't do it in crunch time. We take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. When we return, we'll take a brief look at what went right and what went wrong in tonight's ball game between the Cavs and the Turks and our Saber Metrics postgame report. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
CM Contracting and Consulting provides general contracting and consulting services for commercial, government, and security construction. Our jobs range from small area remodeling to new building construction. When it comes to working with clients, our golden rule takes priority. We simply want to guarantee 100% satisfaction with the work done. Contact CM Contracting and Consulting at cmcontractingconsulting.com for all of your commercial construction, security construction, modular SCIF, and disaster recovery needs.
Path Recreation and Fitness Center offers multi-sport courts, batting cages, a fitness area, activity rooms, and more to serve all your recreation and fitness needs. Stop by 19002 Crossroad Parkway for a tour and see how the center can serve you. For more information, call 540-825-0000 or visit pathrecreationandfitnesscenter.com. Path Recreation and Fitness Center. Find your fun. Find your fit. A member of the Culpeper Wellness Foundation.
Introducing the new Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue app. Ordering your favorite mouth-watering smoked meats and homemade sides has never been easier. Satisfy your cravings and earn rewards with every bite. With the help of our loyalty program, catering for your next event is a breeze. Download the new Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue app and order today. Available on the App Store and Google Play.
At Peak Roofing Contractors, we specialize in roof installation, new gutters, siding, windows, and doors. In fact, we will transform the exterior of your home into something beautiful. As a family-owned and operated business, our customers, our name, and our employees are our most important assets. We provide hassle-free estimates, no high-pressure sales, and quality results that will last for years. For an appointment, visit us on the web at peakroofingcontractors.com.
Our location at Bragg's Corner Properties lends itself to a superior visibility at the Route 29 bypass interchange. Bragg's Corner is ready to help make your business transition into this ever-expanding commercial area. Enjoy the freedom to start, grow, or expand your business today. For questions or to open your lease, visit Bragg's Corner Properties online at braggscorner.com. That's BRAGGS corner.com. Bragg's Corner Properties, where business meets success.
Summer is here, and now is the best time to get your air conditioner serviced or a new one installed by the professionals at Workman Mechanical. With personalized service, Workman Mechanical makes sure that customer satisfaction is guaranteed. Need us in the off-season? We service all major brand heating systems, electrical and plumbing systems as well. For your next electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and indoor air quality system servicing, contact Workman Mechanical by phone at 540-727-9555 or online at workmanmechanical.com.
The Rotary Club of Culpeper is part of a worldwide organization of business and professional leaders that provides humanitarian service, encourages high ethical standards in all vocations, and helps build goodwill and peace in the world. The main objective of Rotary is service, in the community, in the workplace, and throughout the world. The Rotary motto is service above self. For more information about your local Rotary Club of Culpeper, visit rotaryclubofculpeper.org.
At City Light Baptist Church, we are a community of people God has chosen and preserved for Himself who love, follow, learn from, and worship God together. We are a loving church that brings the loving message of a loving God to a lost world. Visit us online at citylightculpeper.org or give us a call at 540-321-4400. Worship services are held every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. at City Light Baptist Church. Worship with us at 1121 Sperryville Pike in Culpeper.
This is the Postgame Show, live on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Cavs fall in a heartbreaking fashion in the top half of the ninth, where they led 2-0 up until the third inning. The Turks tied in the top of the third. The Cavs retook the lead in the sixth inning, and the Turks only to take the lead for the first time in the game in the top of the ninth. This is your Saber Metrics post-game report, and a very shocked Cameron Whalen is coming to you. I'm still in kind of shock at how that game ended up, just because I kind of expected Culpeper to put it away, and unfortunately for the Cavs, they didn't, and they're still winless at home. The Harrisonburg Turks box score is as follows: no runs in the first, no runs in the second, 2 runs in the third, none in the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or eighth, 2 runs in the ninth. Your Culpeper Cavaliers box score is as follows: 2 runs in the first, none in the second, third, fourth, or fifth, 1 run in the sixth, and none in the seventh, eighth, or the ninth. The Cavaliers started out pretty good and held on for as long as they could until they ran out of gas in the ninth inning and couldn't refuel in time before the tank hit empty, as Cam Nelson got on via single. Or rather, I take that back. It was Ethan Murdoch to get on via 3-0 walk. And Jacob Green, my apologies. I'm still reading the wrong name. He singled. And sooner or later, Chris Katz got on via the intentional walk. Luke Hatcher hit the 2-run RBI single that called the ball game. However, can't dampen spirits too much, as the Cavaliers did have a decent game on offense and defense up until the very end, as it was John Howard hitting 2 home runs in tonight's game, hitting a 2-run shot that scored himself and Pato, and a solo home run in the sixth. That 2-run shot actually being in the first inning. And now we get to the more saddening part, where we have to pick a winner and a loser. And the winner for the Harrisonburg Turks will be, if I can find his first name, it'll be Duff. That'll be Lane Duff, the Forest Virginia native out of JMU. He will get the win for the Turks tonight, as he commanded when the Turks came back. And Victor Diaz was subbed in for the bottom half of the ninth. So Victor Diaz will get the save for the Turks here tonight. The Cavaliers will pin the L to Bennett Fryman, pitching an inning and 2/3, facing 7 batters, pitching no strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits, and 2 runs that called a game. Duff pitching in 2 innings, facing 8 batters, striking out 2, no walks, no hits, no runs scored off of him. And Victor Diaz pitching in the ninth, 3 batters faced, no strikeouts, walks, hits, or runs that won him the save. We will take a sideline here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network, and when we return to you, we'll take our final look around the league before calling it a night here at Culpeper County High School. You're tuned in to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball.
Located in Culpeper, Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency has been committed for over 30 years to providing the best insurance coverage, but also the best service. We try to make picking the right insurance policy easier and less daunting for you by going the extra mile, doing the extra work, and reassuring you that our team of experienced professional agents is here for you every step of the way. To get in touch with one of our dedicated team members, visit MaloneyandWard.com or call 540-825-9121. Maloney & Ward Insurance Agency. Coverage you need. Coverage you can trust. Coverage you can afford.
The same food you love at Sean's table can be served at yours. Whether it's 25 or 100 guests, Sean's caters all your favorites. From brisket, pulled pork, ribs and chicken, to baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, and lots more. With simple online ordering, you select your meats, sides, drinks, and paper products. And don't forget our homemade desserts. All of Sean's catering can be delivered right to your table, or you can pick it up. Sean's Smokehouse Barbecue Catering. Real wood, real food, real good.
Founded in 1972, Jefferson Home Builders has built over 2,500 homes, everything from cozy additions to showplaces. We center our work on quality, affordability, and reliability. Choose Jefferson Home Builders for your next project by visiting them online at jeffersonhomebuilders.com or by calling 540-812-9080. Jefferson Home Builders, filled with certainty.
Back now here from CCHS, where the Cavaliers fall at home for the third time in the season, and the Cavaliers fall to 1-4 on the season. The Turks improve to 2-4 on the season. Final score here from CCHS is 4-3 as the Turks come back in the top half of the ninth. The Cavaliers cannot respond to make it a 4-3 win for the Turks, picking up their second win of the season. And we now would take a look around the Valley League as final scores are certainly pouring in across the North and South divisions. Again, final from Winchester, the Winchester Royals slaughtering the Woodstock River Bandits on their on Winchester's home field at Jim Barnett Park. That game ending a 13-0 score in the favor of the Winchester Royals. The Strasburg Express are in the top half of the ninth inning against the Newmarket Rebels. The Express looking to stay alive with a 4-1 score right now, and looking to keep that game in the favor of the Express. The Percival Cannons and the Front Royal Cardinals are sitting in the top half of the seventh from Fireman's Field. The visiting Cardinals trail now 16-1 to the homestanding Percival Cannons, again from Fireman's Field. Top half of the ninth inning in Covington from Casey Field. The Covington Lumberjacks are atop of the Stanton Braves now. 4-2 is your score from Casey Field. Bottom half of the seventh inning, the Waynesboro Generals looking to put on a little bit of a rally to keep the game alive as the Tom Sox lead over the Generals now 16-1 from Kate Collins Field. And again, your final score here from Culpeper County High School. The Harrisonburg Turks come in late action and defeat the Culpeper Cavaliers 4-3 for their second win of the season. The Cavs fall to 1-4. The Turks improve to 2-4. And it appears now that the Cavaliers will now be last in the South Division. Tom Sox will be first. I believe the Braves will drop. Or no, my apologies. The Braves should stay at second. The Waynesboro Generals may drop, not sure. Covington, depending on what Waynesboro does, Covington may stay or move up. Culpeper will drop, and Harrisonburg will pick up. And that is your quick look around the Valley League here on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. Again, as always, we thank everybody for tuning in and joining us on this evening's ball game. An unfortunate end for the Cavaliers, but it's still a great game for the Cavaliers. This is probably the best game they played at home so far, without a doubt, but unfortunately doesn't go their way at the end as they hold the lead for practically all of the game up until the very end. Again, our next game here at CCHS is Wednesday, June 12th, as the Cavaliers will rematch against the Stanton Braves with first pitch set for 7 o'clock again, Wednesday is the next home game, not Monday. The Cavs will host the Covington Lumberjacks in that rematch, or that reschedulement, on June 17th, the Monday after next. So again, next home game, write this down, next home game is Wednesday the 12th against Stanton. First pitch will be set for 7 o'clock that game, but will hit the airways at 6:28 for the Saber Metrics pregame show. The Cavaliers President of Baseball Operations is Troy Ralston. Our special advisors to the President are Dana Donato and Michael Lockhart. Our Assistant General Manager is Brandon Mack. Our Coordinator of Player Recruiting is Danny Knobs. Our Coordinator of Post Families is Anne-Marie Anderson. Our host, family, and social coordinator is Michelle Romero. The head groundskeeper is Brian Bailey. Athletic trainer is Henry Wolf. And my press box pals who join me today are Billy Mitchell, Kenny Jackson, and Andrew Seagraves. The Culpeper Cavaliers would like to also thank all the volunteers in between and around today's game for their tireless efforts to help make today's game a success. Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball is presented to you on the air by YouTube, the affiliate of the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network. This live stream is copyrighted and owned by the Culpeper Cavaliers and the Valley Baseball League. The use of any copyrighted material in all forms of media without the express written consent of the aforementioned organizations is strictly prohibited. You can find game and player statistics from tonight's game and all games in the 2024 season by visiting the Valley Baseball League's website, valleyleaguebaseball.com. You can follow the Cavaliers all season long at Culp Cavaliers, that is C-U-L-P Cavaliers, on your favorite social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Once again, that is C-U-L-P Cavaliers on Facebook, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube, so you can follow along with your Culpeper Cavaliers. Once again, your final score from tonight's game, the Harrisonburg Turks 4, the Culpeper Cavaliers 3 from Culpeper County High School. This is Cameron Whalen saying so long until Wednesday.
You've been listening to Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball on the Culpeper Cavaliers Baseball Network.
Sports, bone, spine, and joint injuries can damage everything from your game to your independence.